Okay, what's going on here?
And there will be gorilla shit all over the Omni.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Oh, buddy!
What?
Oh, fart nigger.
Wow!
Oh, you sound racist. Good. Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, no! Oh, jeez!
What is the major problem, do you think?
Too much hormones.
All the way Virginia, bitch.
Well, I can't understand none of it. This one begat that one, and that one begat this one, and begat, and lo and behold, someone says some shit to someone or another. Just how retarded are you?
Nobody's saying you can't own a gun. Nobody's even saying you can't carry a gun. All we're saying is you can't carry a gun in town.
Shout out to Still.
Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme. We're too wild. We're too out of control. We're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good morning, Tel Aviv! Hava, Nagila Hava, Nagila Hava. Let me unroll their flag. Nagila Hava. Sorry. I don't have an Israeli flag, but I figured a JP Morgan Chase flag would do just fine. Or this is like clean my glasses. I got this like 20 years ago. When I got, probably more than 20 years ago now. Oh, my God, I'm old. When I was like 17 and I got my first credit card. Here you go, kid. Wipe your eyes so you can read the bill better. I got my JP Morgan Chase glasses wiper. Now, look, I am a proud JP Morgan Chase customer. And I don't know what you think of their bank or whatever, but I will say, they make a damn fine glasses rag. All right? There we go. And you get to use it whenever you want, as long as you're not Palestinian, I guess. Welcome to the show. We've got a great one for you today. Look, there are rumors, and these rumors are spinning around like a centrifuge, and these rumors, they always kick up. And the rumor is that I'm going to be taking it easy tonight because the morning show went mental and shot us a whole big bunch of memberships on Rumble. And I think we had like a 100 membership day. And we went until noon because of it. I mean, just insanity. Everybody was just running amok. All right, that happened. But But you're still going to get a great show today, and it's going to be a different kind of show than we had this morning. It's going to be, we don't have as many people at night. Especially now with daylight savings time, it's getting warmer here in Minnesota. I can look, here's what sucks. I'm going to have to shut my blinds pretty soon down in the studio. I noticed that this morning. You know, as it got light out and sunny, and that shit shot right through to my screen here, and I was having a hard time seeing. And now it's still light out here at nighttime again. I'm going to have to start shutting this thing pretty soon. I don't want to. It's so nice out. We're 11 days away from spring. Oh, my God. I'm so pumped about it. But we've got a great show tonight. I'm very excited. You saw the title, Ralphamales Are Toe Boys. And today, all toe boys are Ralphamales. You know, I feel like all of this talk, and people were throwing this to me this morning. They were like, Ralph was talking about you. He said really nice things about you and whatever. And it's very nice, but I didn't want to play it blind because I don't know what Ethan's going to say. Ethan's a loose cannon, whatever. Ethan DM'd me today. I DM'd him back. He sent me the clip from Illicit Clips channel. I watched it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? We can have some fun with this on the evening show. And then Ethan and I got into a conversation. I started telling him how, like, church and all that stuff is helping me with, like, all the stuff that's going on in Israel. And I'm like, all that hatred I'm feeling, and all that really bad feeling towards, you know, Zionists. And I'm like, it's not good to feel that. And I'm like, I go to mass, I feel better. And I'm trying to, you know, unload some of that, you know, because it's not healthy to be angry. It's not healthy to be mad at people and angry at people and whatever. So, like, we got talking about that. And he said something very funny. He goes, yeah, I'm going to head back to Mexico tomorrow just so I can keep an eye on those Jews. And I was like, well, that's important. That's important. So you got Scar, you know, he spent a few days, you know, what'll that be? 3-4 days with his girl, with Scarlett Hampton. And then he's going to head back to Mexico to, quote, keep an eye on the Jews. And so just when the rest of you thought that there wasn't anybody kind of keeping an eye on him, I've been assured by Ethan Ralph of the illustrious Killstream that he is indeed, and I quote, keeping an eye on them. So we have a great show today. We also have an update on an old nemesis. You remember Dave 25, that big fat hump of thing? And you know our boy Cowpote. Cowpote's not our nemesis. Cowpote's our guy. He's been to the anniversary show. We're big Cowpote proponents on this program, but he gave an update on Dave 25. I am not shitting you. Dave 25 is in jail for 90 days. I have no idea what this guy did. One day randomly on the show, I'm like, what's Cowpote been up to? Oh, because we were talking about all those burger CEOs doing their burger videos. And we were like, remember when Cowpote used to just camp out outside of Burger King and just munch down on Whoppers? Wonder what Cowpote's been up to. And little do we know, like, Cowpote has been trying to, like, mentor Dave 25 to no avail. Dave is going to jail for 90 days. And we've got the Cowpote video on that a little bit later today. Then we've got some updates from Israel. We get a reason to hate someone from the Daily Wire. That's the good news. The bad news is it's Andrew Klavan, which Andrew Klavan's still alive. So there's that. So lots to do today. I'm very excited about it. And I gave you guys a break because, well, here's the deal. We made so much this morning that people were like, well, that should all go towards the morning. That should be banked for the morning. I'm like, well, we'll give a little bit to the evening because remember, it's the evening that has been carrying the mornings the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I don't think it's fair to just throw it all to one place. So you guys are getting a nice little bump today. Throw in some memberships, some Streamlabs, some PayPal, some Venmos. And Monday, which is usually the most difficult day of the week for us, knock wood, starting to be a little bit easy. A little bit easy. Butter Dick Jones says, you're going to have a stroke, Temple Vane. You look like a boiled bug. Every show I have a minor aneurysm. I thought we've been clear about that. over the last 20 years. It's called animation. It's called having a personality. And then eventually, death on the air. Electric Shoes says, riveting radio, blinds talk. Hey, I got news for you guys, whether you want to accept it or not. We're all getting older. And that means the things that are relatable to my audience change. If you're in your 40s and 50s and like minor YouTuber drama is like relatable to you, guess what? You're fucking gay and you're a loser. But if you're, the blinds, daylight savings time, what you're doing with your kids this weekend. I had a guy writing to me today about church. I had a guy, one of our fans, Tyler, wrote to me and said, hey, listening to the show this morning, I know some fans hate the religious thing, but you are good at it. You are inspiring me to get into religion again and find my faith. Go Catholic. You have a way of talking about it and making it make sense and doesn't come off preachy, and I'm mightier than thou. It feels actually genuine. So we're getting old, and the shit we like changes. McBuster says it's called adrenochrome addiction. No, I don't have, I don't even know. No. Root says you're getting older and fatter. I'm not getting older and fatter, all right? I'm getting older, and it's getting harder to be skinnier. Totally different, dick. All right, let's get started with today. Good to see you too. Hit like. That's very important. It's free. It's for me. It helps the program. I'm not joking. Hit thumbs up. We appreciate you. So we're starting today with something from our friend Sane Caesar. Sane Caesar sent this in, and he had a bit of a challenge for me. He said, Aaron, can you name all the wrestlers that appeared in this episode of That 70s Show? Now, to me, this sounds like right up my alley. Like, this is perfect for me. Aaron, how many of these wrestlers can you name from That 70s Show? Now, I wasn't a big That 70s Show guy, so I don't remember these wrestlers. I'm guessing this would be like Attitude Era, if we're talking about That 70s Show. But let's do it. Let's watch this together, and let's see if we can all figure out who each one of these wrestlers are.
Okay, what's going on here? Okay, you see the guy getting in the ring? That's Rocky Johnson.
That's The Rock. Oh, Rocky Johnson. Well, come on.
Man, he's the best. The best.
Is that Hornswoggle? I can't see.
Fighters. I mean, it's all tricks.
Okay, what? I can't see. I can't see that. Is that Triple H? I mean, I can't see the wrestlers, so how do I know who it is? I can't see who the person in the blue is. I think that's Triple H right there. But this person, I can't see him.
Look, he's laughing at you. I give, and I give, and I give.
Is that Eric Young? I don't know who this is. Shit. Maybe I was out of the game when this episode was on.
And I give. Whoa, get back in the ring.
Oh, wait, no, that's, oh, shit. That's, God, they've all got gay 80s hair on. That's Ken Shamrock, isn't it? I think, okay, so that one's Shamrock. The other one was Triple H. The other one was The Rock, obviously. But the guy in the blue, I couldn't get a good look at.
This is fun.
Oh, God damn it, there he was. Yeah, see, that's the problem. They've all got gay wigs on. Who is that moderately chubby fella? Matt Hardy? I don't know. Sane Caesar, you go ahead and spoil it for me. What do you say? All right, yeah, okay, other people saying that that's Ken Shamrock. Okay, yep. Kurt Angle was the guy in the blue? Really? I thought that was the Hardy. I thought the guy in the blue was Matt Hardy. No, the T in the ring was the Hardy Boys. Oh, that was, okay, so I got Matt Hardy right. The one on the ground is Jeff? Really? Now I got to go back. Let's see if it makes sense. So there's Matt, and then this one's Jeff. Oh, yeah, okay, I saw it there. Okay, I see it. So I got almost all of it. I got The Rock, I got Matt Hardy, and I got Ken Shamrock. I just swung and missed on Jeff Hardy. I thought he was Triple H. They look nothing alike. Nothing alike. That was the 4. So the Hardys, Shamrock, and Rock. JH says, Aaron, what's the worst Dustin Hoffman movie? Trick question. Is there even a bad Dustin Hoffman movie? I ask you. Papa Shab says, Aaron is the third Hardy boy that was too fat for the flippy shit. Yeah, I was Doc Hendricks. I was the Michael P.S. Hayes character. Hey, I gotta admit to something. I bitched out today. So there was a bit of a bug going around on YouTube, and I bitched out. So I totally clipped the Chad Zumach Gino rant, you know, the one where he's just N, you know, that one. Apparently people were posting that clip, and it was getting taken down, like, immediately. Now, I have to announce something. I forgot to announce it today. This channel on YouTube, our secondary platform, Rumble being our primary platform, our secondary platform, YouTube, is officially strike-free again. No strikes. No strikes on YouTube. So I think on Friday or Saturday, we became strike-free. So I don't really feel like tempting fate and getting another, like, we just got our strike-free shit back. And by the way, our view counts have been going higher on some of our shorts and clips and things like that. And I feel like that's not a coincidence. Because we got thousands more views over the weekend than we usually get, and we also became strike-free. So I don't know if having a strike hurts you in the algorithm, but at any rate, the Zumach thing, I had it scheduled for 9 o'clock tonight after the evening show was over, and I bitched out. I saw people on Twitter saying that they were getting theirs taken down. Now, mine would have been different because I would have been doing commentary on it. I would have been discussing it. I would have been talking about it. But I went and deleted it earlier this afternoon. When I came down to prep the evening and morning shows, I clicked out of it. I said I wasn't going to upload it. And I'm not coming to you guys asking you if that was the right move or the wrong move, because you dickheads will talk me into posting it, and then it'll get taken down for hate speech or harassment or whatever the hell it's getting taken down for. So I'm just here to tell you, I pulled a pussy move. I didn't have to tell you about it, but I'm being honest. I pulled a bitch move, and I took down the Zumach clip. Sorry. It's again, it's a shitty pussy bitch move. Jefferson says it would have gotten you flagged for sure. The only thing is the people who are getting flagged are people who just steal people's content and then put it up. And I mean steal because that's literally what it is. I don't care if people do it. Like, I don't mind. The people who want to, like, clip stuff on my channel, they only want to clip, like, drama shit, and that's all gay, like me making fun of people. And that's fine with me because I don't clip that stuff out, so I don't mind. I just don't like it when people pretend that it's not just like ripping off content. Like, you are taking someone else's shit and presenting it on your channel. And when you're presenting it on your channel, you're presenting it as your own work. The only difference is I just allow people to do it. The ones who do ask, though, they're very cool. Like Alyssa asks. I think I gave Stalin permission a long time ago. Like, you don't have to ask me every time. Just go for it. Like, all those guys. A lot of them do. And those are the real ones. The ones who ask, I think, are the real ones. The other ones are just fucking urchin. Just thieves. But, I don't know. The Zumach one, I just, I had a bad feeling about it. And then people were saying that Chad himself was the one flagging them. I don't know. I feel like a guy shouting the N-word at the top of his lungs and the gay F-word at the top of his lungs at another human being. I think YouTube's AI algorithm is going to pick that up. Not only that, but like he was yelling it at Gino. So the fact that YouTube flags it that quickly is really funny to me, because that means YouTube's AI is looking at Gino and goes, yes, that's a man of color. And we need to protect that man of color from the harsh racial bullying that he's experiencing from this other man. So that makes me happy. Silver Wolf with $1 says, good little goy. Good. Yes, I'm a good goy. I'm being a good goy and taking down my video. JH says, Aaron, thoughts on Zumach flagging Melton? I mean, all these guys deserve it. All these guys deserve it. I mean, they don't put on real shows. They're sloppy. They're boring. They're not funny. They're uninspired. They don't have content. They need other people. So it's, what do you call it? The chickens coming home to roost. MSO says, Chad said today he is quitting drinking forever. I've always heard that's a mistake. I've always heard that, I went to Al-Anon AA together, combined meetings. And I always heard, I was on the Al-Anon side, but I always heard from the AA people that it's not I'm never going to drink. It's I'm not going to drink today. So I think you kind of set yourself up for failure when you go, I'm going to quit drinking forever. I did, out of curiosity, though, when I was done today, Chad was on, and I did turn on Chad's stream to see what he thought about the whole, dropping the N-bomb and shit like that. And, man, I was really close to, like, sending Chad a message when he was talking about the drinking stuff. Because part of my, rediscovered faith is proselytizing, is, sharing it with people. And I kind of felt like I was listening to a guy who kind of had a God-sized hole in his heart and his soul, whatever. And that could really help him with the drinking thing because it's very fulfilling. I was going to, DM him and be like, hey, maybe you should, consider going to mass, this, that, the other, your best thinking got you to this spot. Maybe let somebody else or something else take the wheel for a while. But I don't know. Chad and I haven't had the nicest, coziest relationship, but it was him. And the other day I did send a DM to Karmic as well, because I saw a clip where he was having a really tough time. And I just kind of reached out to him and said, hey, this is really good for me. And, it seems like you could use a little something. And he never responds. He didn't respond. Aaron, are you friends with Bill W. too? No, I'm fortunate enough where I haven't needed that particular friendship, but some of the bravest people I've ever met are, as you would say, friends of Bill W. They're some of the smartest, sharpest. And when I say smartest and sharpest, I mean smartest and sharpest in a way that they understand their shortcomings and they admit them. They don't try to power through them or defeat them or anything else. They understand and they admit and they submit to, what is my weakness? What am I not good at? What else could step in and kind of take the wheel for me? So I like that. St. Caesar says, Aaron, hope all is well and fam is good. Did you catch the two big WWE stories from this weekend? Road Dogg and Pat McAfee both gone from WWE. Also, fuck Cody. As long as they put the title on Randy Orton at WrestleMania, I'm a happy guy. Road Dogg needed to go. He was just Triple H's pal. He didn't really need to be there and creative. And I think Pat McAfee has more than enough shit going on. He has more than enough shit going on for him. TK says you should be sticking it to him. Sticking it to who? I don't know. I don't think you should really be sticking it to anyone who's actively, trying to get off drinking or substances or whatever. I think you should do what you can to encourage people to do that. Sean says you're in a different league if you got to dox a man's golf course. I mean, you are a loser if you do something like that. But I mean, also, I think that you're such a bottom feeder that I don't think people expect anything more of you. So that's nice. So let's get into this Ralph stuff. The title of tonight's episode is Ralphamales Are Toe Boys. This is fantastic. Ethan, somebody sent this to me this morning during the morning show, and they said, Aaron, Ethan just said a bunch of really nice stuff about you. He was really complimentary. He was doing a stream from his hotel room in Chicago with Scarlett. They're together. If you didn't know, Scarlett and Ethan are, as we would say in middle school, boyfriend and girlfriend. They're going steady. They're an item. And Ethan was just doing a little stream of consciousness on his stream, and he gave props to the toe. Now, I was not expecting this. I didn't see this coming, and I was very happy to see Ethan Ralph. Wow. By the way, I also saw the clip that people were talking about where Ethan was getting blown on stream. I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing that. No disrespect to Ethan Ralph. Do we really need to broadcast that? Do we need to? He muted his microphone, and you can tell there's something going on, down below the view of the camera. And, it's just like, it's like he's looking at the camera, like trying to, like daring you to make eye contact. And it's like, I got to tap out of this. I watched it and I was considering telling him,
You are test.
oh, so Ethan, this is not Ethan Ralph getting a blowjob. This next clip, this is Ethan Ralph saying some nice things about the toe. Apparently, he's not a Kevin Brennan fan, and that's too bad. I guess they're having some kind of a beef. I've said before, I'll say it again. Kevin's always been nice to me. I always like doing Kevin's show. I say this because it drives that part of the internet crazy. I, of course, was the focal point of one of the most memorable MLC episodes of all time. It's undeniable. You cannot say anything. It was me, it was Zumock, it was Kevin, and it was Jim Florentine. And it was when the arrests went down. And we went forever. It was one of the longest episodes in history, one of the most super chatted episodes in history, one of the most memorable MLCs that ever took place. You can't take that away from the toe. We made it that way. And that upsets a lot of people, so I like to overplay it a little bit. So Ethan has a problem with Ralph, and that caused him, for some reason, I got hung up in the middle of this. But hey, I love a good ass kissing. So, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ralphamale.
Shout out to Steel Toe Morning Show, my guy Aaron M. Holt.
My guy, you hear that? I'm his guy. I'm not a lot of people's guy. But when it comes to Ethan Ralph, I'm his guy. I like that. I like when game recognize game.
Really?
Yeah. Really.
Okay. Okay, I've only heard this once. Listen to Scarlett in the background. So I also would love, and I wish these two nothing but the best. I hope their relationship goes well and everybody's healthy and happy and everything else. But the idea that I could be the schism between these two that eventually breaks up the relationship would be at the same time both very sad, but also an honor to me. To know that I was the wedge that kind of got in there and just separated them. So listen to Scarlett in the background. She's a little surprised to hear Ethan say that, he's a toe boy.
Shout out to Steel Toe Morning Show, my guy Aaron M. Holt.
Really?
Really? Oh, really, fool? Yes, really.
Yeah, really.
Cool.
What, you can be friends with Brennan? I'm friends with Aaron M. Holt.
Oh, battle lines drawn in the relationship. This is like a Packer-Viking relationship, like a border battle thing. You can't like Steel Toe. I'm way better than Steel Toe. Well, I like Steel Toe, motherfucker. What do you think about that, if you want to know the truth of it? So Scarlett is Team Brennan, and Ralph is Team Aaron. And I will speak for Brennan and myself. Neither of us sought these endorsements. We just got them.
Brennan is different.
No, he's not. He's less talented than Aaron M. Holt.
Oh! Less talented than Aaron M. Holt. Charismatic, cuts a promo, multi-sport athlete. I count boxing and professional wrestling. and pick up basketball at the Y. Anything you do with black guys who are really fast, that counts as an athletic. You know, when I rob gas stations, same thing.
Aaron Imholt makes some good points, but...
Yeah.
Oh, Scarlett Hampton thinks I make good points. You know what that means? My takes are fucking retarded, and you should do the opposite of everything I say. You know, it was until today that I heard Scarlett say, I make some good points. Up until that moment, I thought I really had it together and could really spin a yarn. And I've learned today I'm completely on the wrong track.
Aaron Imholt is better than Kevin Brennan by far.
Like serenade his crowd.
Like, it's not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Brennan has these gigantic 5-minute pauses.
Oh, he's funny. He's funny.
Imholt's better. I mean, I'm just being real. So
because he doesn't
shout out to Aaron Imholt.
Hey, you know what I'd like to say? Shout out right back to the Ralphamale. And not only shout out right back to the Ralphamale, but shout out to the Ralpha female, Scarlett Ralph.
And don't worry, I can't. I mean, I'm not saying you would be.
Hey, no. Ethan, you tell her she doesn't get to jump on the bandwagon. I don't need it. She's the Danhausen of all this shit.
You are test.
I mean, has Matt Mead done well? Brennan got his channel struck. Chestnut Chad is dropping N-bombs and everything. It seems like whenever Scarlett comes in and goes, you're aces, I like you, all hell breaks loose. Run, Ralph, run.
But we won't be in the morning time slot too often, so.
Fucking bring it, bitch. Me, myself, and I versus you and Scarlett. Handicap match, Ralph. Oh. No, I don't. I don't really worry about people wanting to do mornings because one of two things happens. One, I have my own community and it doesn't really jump to other shows. And number two, any show that starts a show at 6 a.m. quits within 6 months because they're like, this is a mentally ill time to wake up in the morning.
Oh, is he on right now?
No, I think he comes on at 7, I think, right? 6 or 7?
I wouldn't know.
Thanks for being a fan, Ralph. You don't even know when my show starts. I appreciate it all the same, but I mean, if you're going to throw the toe a plug it right.
That's what
that's what Scarlett said.
I'm not April 2.0. I don't know that shit.
Well, I forget.
Oh, did you hear that? Scarlett goes, I'm not April 2.0. I don't know that shit. So Scarlett has apparently heard people online referring to her as April 2.0. Now, that's not a nice thing that people say. It's a very mean thing that they say because they're saying that, you know, with April showing up on camera, geeked on drugs from time to time and falling apart in front of their eyes, it's an insult saying that Scarlett's on the same path. That's what April 2.0 means. I can't endorse that, and she doesn't think so either.
Exactly, but I saw him destroy Ethan Van Sciver, which was...
I am the conqueror of Comics Gate. In fact, my last promo on Van Sciver was so brutal that Evan didn't even bother showing up for another round. He'd had it. He was finished. Now, I give him credit for responding twice. I didn't even think he'd have the balls to do that. I put him on his ass, and I thought he'd stay there. The kid got up twice. I don't know if he thought I was a urinal he could lick. I didn't know if he thought I was a crack pipe, and he's like, I'll come back for more. But much like that crack pipe, eventually I put you down for good. And Van Sciver, the last time I dropped him, so I dropped his henchman, this Sean or Shane guy. He cut a promo. It was dog shit. I cut one back. He deleted his. Mine was so good. Then this Evan Van Sciver, who lost his bunny to a skydiving instructor. Oh, and he's coping hard about that. He went really hard on the cuck thing. And then I found out, I'm like, oh, the reason he went so hard on the cuck thing is because he's a cuck. That's brutal. That's too bad. So I kind of took it easy on him after I found that out. But he had kind of lost the stomach for battle, and he went back to making his drawings. Still hasn't fulfilled those comic books that he promised he would. Still ripping people off and going to the casino like an old lady with the oxygen tank sucking on the unfiltered cigarettes, hitting that slot machine. But at any rate, thank you, Ethan Ralph, acknowledging that Evan Von Sciver, the throat goat, crushed under the weight of the steel toe.
It's hilarious. So shout out to him for that. And I've seen some of his recent content, and I reached out and asked him, had he actually, I messaged him, I said, have you ever been to Chicago?
He did. I told him I've been there a couple times. I've been there for a Twins game, and then once in college with a buddy who was living down there at the time, and we went and got pizza and then drank. That was our night in Chicago.
This was days before I even hinted at coming to Chicago.
That's right. I knew Ralph was going to Chicago before anyone else did. I just didn't know that I knew.
And he said, yeah, I've been. And he didn't really give me an extensive, list of places to see, but
I've been to the Mile, the mall, the Mile. What's that? The Magnificent Mile. I've been to that. I've been to, at the time it was called U.S. Cellular Field, where the White Sox played. And I've been to a pizza place. And then I've ridden the L. That's what I know.
Basically just said have fun, because I think he got the drift. But 6 Central, yeah, that's what I thought, right? Yeah, 7 Eastern. So yeah, I'm not even joking. I watched his segment on, well, he did 2 or 3 on Ethan Van Sciver's
I cut some
complete
promos.
bomb, and he should throw himself off a bridge. But
I didn't say he's a complete bum and he should throw himself off a bridge. I would never want anyone to do that. Where there's life, there's potential to do the comic books you fucking promised people you would do that you took their money for. If he jumps off that bridge, those comics are not getting done, which could be the same percentage chance people have of getting them done if he doesn't jump off a bridge. But if he jumps off a bridge, it locks in as a 100% certainty.
Of course, I had beef with him we won't relitigate it.
I'll relitigate it. We never had, the beef was all one-sided. I never had a problem with Ralph, never crossed streams with Ralph, so to speak. What happened was he got in trouble for live streaming my arraignment. And at my second hearing, whatever the fuck they call that, they asked me, do you know who Ethan Ralph is? What's your relationship to him? Because they thought he was like one of my guys, that I had one of my guys live stream the arraignment, and that was going to fuck me over really bad. I'm like, no, he's not my guy. I thought they were talking about DiCaprio at first, and I was going to give him DiCaprio's name. But they came to me with Ethan Ralph. And I'm like, no, that is not one of mine. That's the other side over there. And Ethan and I talked about that one day, and I explained to him what was up. He explained to me that, he was just mad because he was worried he wasn't going to be able to see his kid because of the charge and all of that stuff coming back into the country. So that was pretty easy to squash, to be honest.
Reasons, he had his reasons, and this is not getting involved with him versus Rekieta. This is separate.
By the way, I want to point this out to Ethan because I don't want him to worry about this. There is no me and Rekieta. I was done with that guy 2 years ago. Some people don't take getting broken up with well, I guess. I don't know. I would definitely say there's a him against me thing. I just want to be, everybody who gets away from that guy and is out of that vector is a lot happier and a lot better off, and that's all I ever wanted to be. That's it. So you don't have to worry about that, Ethan. There is no there for you.
But I watched his segment, I think it was the first one, on Ethan Van Sciver. And if you'll recall, he's always talked about being a top tier heel. Well, that kind of hits me right here.
Me?
I consider myself a top tier heel.
But here's the deal. Ralph is a top tier heel in like the old 80s style. Where it's like, and I'm going to get you, and I'm going to slam you on the ground, and I'm going to gouge your eyes out. I'm what they call a chicken shit heel, a la the $1 Million Man. All right? Like Edge Eddie Guerrero, cheat to win kind of a guy. My heelness, especially online, comes from the fact that I don't care about anybody online. So I can just say whatever I want, do whatever I want. Like I like to say, set the fire, walk away. That's what I do. And if somebody else goes, oh, I'm going to get you on the internet and I'm going to own you on the internet, I'm like, yeah, you probably will. I don't fucking care. But you see that reaction you just gave me where you got all worked up and animated and had to come over to me and tell me about it? That's what I was going for. So when it comes to that, I am the best heel in the business. There's nobody better. All these other guys care about like their images. No offense. That ain't me.
But there are different kinds of heels.
Yes.
And, there's the completely despicable villains like me, and then there are, anyway, I won't just, I'll let him describe his own,
I just did. I think that's about it. So that was Ethan Ralph endorsing the toe, saying, and I quote, he's funnier than Kevin Brennan. He's better than Kevin Brennan. Now, again, I'm going to leave that up to the rest of y'all, but I'll take the compliment. So there you go. Ethan Ralph, officially a toe boy, and Scarlett coming around, possibly a toe gal. Not that we are seeking that endorsement. Congratulations to the Ralph family. With any luck, Scarlett's already got a lovely Ralpha baby in the oven. Well, not a baby in the oven. It would be a bun in the oven. That's horrific if she's got a baby in the oven. Hopefully there's a Ralpha bun in the Scarlett oven, and those kids are on their way to a beautiful Mexican family, and that baby can be born with a sombrero and a mariachi band playing. That's congratulations. Silverwolf with $1 says, hey, Aaron, I'm here. And if you weren't, I don't know how I'd go on. I don't know how I'd go on. Joey Caravello's mommy says, Aaron, the first half hour of your show tonight shows us all that you are fucking retarded. We're being silly. See, again, this is why I'm the best heel in the business. Someone like Joey Caravello's mommy, you can't get involved with that part of the... I'm not. Look at it. Watch. Look. I'm not. I played a thing. I talked about the thing. And now we move on. You need to grow up. I don't know how old you are, but since you're in my audience for now, you may not be after this lecture I'm about to give you, but this is for your own good, and I'm trying to help you. Fucking calm down about this gay shit. What are they going to do? Say a mean thing about me? Say a mean thing about me. First of all, Ralph and I get along just fine. Second of all, what the fuck? Why are you so, this is a mistake, what's going to happen? Don't be gay. You're being gay. I need a rolled up newspaper for Joey Caravello's mommy. Hold on a minute. Don't be gay. Stop being gay. Stop with the gay. Hold on. Pray the gay away. There we go. We'll teach him. We'll help him. I knocked all my shit over doing that. I commit to the bit. Thank you very much to Fuck You Dude for the $5. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And of course, it's once again savory time. Thank you. All right, what are we? 91 gifted memberships away from 600. Holy shit. Thank you guys very, very much. Ultimate TND says, Aaron, Kevin Brennan isn't a very high bar. I take W's where they come from. I don't care if it's over Super Macho Man or Glass Joe. I take W's for what they are. Speaking of wrestlers, Taste Fairy Ialto says, you're really more of a Bronson Reed nowadays. It's not nice. Not nice. And Hulkamasha Baby simply says,
God-awful bunch of malcontents. I hope you all kill each other.
Gausko says, wasn't it, Ralph, you dressed up as a boxer to fight last year going into Scott's gym? Yeah, and I wish you would have showed up. That could have been fun. That could have been a good time. But unfortunately, he didn't show. Damn. All right, let's get it. So we go from that to some old school steel toe lore. One of our guys, one of our boys. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Let's make some noise tonight. Boy, that morning show crowd. That morning show crowd fucking crushed it today. So follow in their footsteps and let's have some fun. 222 of you checking out the show right now. I'm not seeing 300 in that. That ain't great. So keep hitting the like button and keep sharing the show. Our boy Cowpote made an announcement today. This is really sad. Apparently Dave 25 is going to jail. It's look at, hey, and by the way, look at Cowpote. Cowpote with a little production in his shit. He's out at the cemetery. He's wearing his USS Wisconsin hat. In memory, David. Is that Dave 25? Oh, no, that's Adam the Woo. David Adam Williams. Of course, Cowpote was an Adam the Woo guy. God, fucking hell. So Cowpote's going to light one up. Should you really be lighting a cigar in a cemetery? That seems mildly disrespectful. But Cowpote's going to have a cigar in honor of Adam the Woo or Dave 25.
So I did like a memorial for Bear Exposure, who passed away. He was a Sarasota Tim hater.
Again, I need to tell you about Cowpote. They all have this like rogues gallery of people, and they all hate each other, and they all stream to like 50 people. Not like 50 people at a time. They do like 50 views on their live streams. So you got Sarasota Tom and Philly Dave and Dave 25 and Papa Grizz and all these different characters, and they all just talk shit about each other, and they're all just slamming each other, and I think their whole audience is each other. So, like, technically, for these guys to do a show, they could just pick up the phone and call the guy and go, hey, by the way, you're a stinky piece of shit. And it would be the same thing.
I like to hate watching. I love getting in there, and I'm going to go see one, actually. Actually, Carl in Chicago. We're going there on the train Monday morning. We're going to go out and watch my Blackhawks, who've been gutted now. Watch a wussy walk.
All right. Let's see if we get to the Dave 25 thing. This is the other thing you need to learn about Cowpote. Cowpote is, how do you say, long form. Cowpote's a long form kind of a guy.
This is where I did announce the death of Arizona Griper. And what you see now.
Oh, there's another guy, Arizona Griper. That's another guy that's in their, villain's den.
Whatever it was, impregnated stepdaughter.
He's just a class
Here we are on a beautiful day on the 7th, eighth day of March.
He'll figure it out eventually.
Adam Wu passed away. 2025, Bear Exposure, and I think Papa Grizz too as well.
Oh no, Papa Grizz is dead? Oh, shit. I mean, no wonder their views are down. All of the guys they fight with are dropping like flies.
All three missed on YouTube. All three the GOATs. But let's talk about Dave 25. Right?
I'd love to hear it. Now, if you guys don't know Dave 25, this was a guy who called into our show all the time back when we were on Twitch. And we first discovered Cowpote, and we would watch Cowpote streams. Cowpote was a big radio guy. He liked radio. So he found our story, and he started talking shit about us on his, White Castle streams. And we're like, who's this little cunt winding us up? And we would trash Cowpote, and then he would make fun of April, make fun of Corey. Corey was Nimrod. April was the 6 out of 10 or whatever. And Cowpote would just I remember one video he did from a porta potty, and he's just bashing the shit out of April and bashing the shit out of Corey. And they were all terrible. They were all about this quality. But Dave 25 was one of the guys who would call into our show, and he would never say anything. Like, we'd go, Dave, how you doing? Hi. He was kind of Jake Hudson-ish. Only if you could imagine Jake Hudson with less charisma and excitement, it would be Dave 25. He was awful.
I have tried and I've tried and I've tried to help this idiot. I have good information. Dave 25 is in the Who Scout for 90 days.
Oh.
He will do an audio to update himself, but I figured I'd do one.
Okay, do we need to slurp so loud into the Celsius can, Potster?
I've been getting emails from people, especially the trailer boy, Jake Hudson, Jake the Snake.
So now Jake Hudson is in the Cowpote universe? Is there any community that fucking guy isn't in? It's all going to be fun and games until Jake Hudson's on Rogan. He's like, hey, Joe. Hey, Joe, can I say something? Yeah, buddy, I'm right here. What do you want to say? I want to say, hey, Joe, do you want to hear the song I did? Actually, having Jake Hudson on your show would not be that much different than Lex Fridman. So fuck it. Give it a shot. Jake, Joe, I'm Jake. You're Joe. Do you think the Earth, do you think there's an ice wall in Antarctica? Well, that's really interesting that you say that, Jake, because, a lot of people, and have you met Graham Hancock? How about Duncan Trussell? They think that there may be an ice wall down in Antarctica. I was watching Animal Planet, and there were pistachio penguins. And have you ever seen pistachio penguins? Pistachio penguins they're down they're down in Antarctica, Joe, and sometimes they're on the Joe, who's as cool as a cucumber, having Jake Hudson on his show. I imagine it would end with Joe going, "Oh fucking hell, I'm done." And I don't mean with that episode. Joe would quit the Joe Rogan Experience. But you guys we all laugh at Jake Hudson. We all think Jake Hudson is this weird trailer-dwelling dipshit guy. But, he's in every internet community there is. He's all over the place. He gave our address to what's-her-name so she could swat us that one time, the former Benji girlfriend, Elisa Jordana. You remember that? That was Jake Hudson giving him our address because we mailed. It was our mistake because April and I mailed Jake some stickers and some merch, and we mailed Jake some stuff, and I think the rats ate it. And so we didn't mail it from the P.O. box. We mailed it from our house. And, Jake gets mad sometimes, so he gave the address to Elisa Jordana, and then we got swatted a couple of times. So, but Jake's everywhere, man. Apparently he's in the Cowpote universe, too.
10 different emails from this guy. I don't respond back. I'm ready to block him.
That sounds like Jake.
Guy who turned on me. Very nice guy. He's been kicked off the board of directors.
Oh.
I don't want to see him wearing that shirt or hat.
Oh, no.
CDs, whatever. An ungrateful, thoughtless little pig. What's his name? Said that to his daughter. He's a thoughtless little pig.
It was Alec Baldwin who said that. Well, there you go. So we got a little update. Jake Hudson has turned on Cowpote, and Dave 25 is in jail now for 90 days. $1 from Silverwolf says, I tried making a joke with my last chat, but because you never read the YouTube chat, I go and read the YouTube chat after every story, just like the Rumble chat. Thank you for making me look like an asshole. No problem. It's what I do. It's what I do. Rusty Grammer says, no, they have 15 people live, total views, maybe 50. I didn't know that. Phil Herslit says, breaking news, Stuttering John is going to reach out to Libto. Leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with any of your guys' cancer. Here's my relationship with that whole community. I do better shows than they do. I have a more interesting program than they do. I have my own community. Steel Toe's its own thing. Once in a while, I see them kind of floating by down below, and I poke fun at them, and we all laugh. That's it. That's all. You guys, like I said, you are a black hole where time, space, light, and reality is bent and inverted on itself. To those of us in the rest of the world, we look at you and go, you're all a bunch of retarded lol cows. You're stupid. You guys look out of everything that's you guys and go, no, it's the other 8 billion people on Earth who are the lol cows. And it's like, oh, guys, no. Walk away from this. So, no, I'm good. You don't need to reach out to me. I'm fine. I got the Ralphamale on my side, bitches. I don't need anybody else. Hobo Chili Recipe says, ew, board of directors. These people think who the fuck they are. Bro, dude's got a hat. I have one. Do you want to see the hat he gave? He was going to put me on his board of directors at one point. I have a, what is it called? Speculation Sports. I have a cowpoke hat. I repeat, a cowpoke hat. So yes, these people do think who the fuck they are. Like I said, they all have these like little mini feuds that they all fight with each other on stream. So yes, they do think who the fuck they are. All right, let's get into what we've got for you today. I wanted to start out with those two little items because I just thought they were so much fun. I just thought they were so silly. I had so much fun. Let's talk about the latest with Israel, because this one really fucking pissed me off. This one really made me mad. In Lebanon, now Israel is bombing Lebanon for a couple of reasons. One, you could make the argument that it's because of, Hezbollah and Hamas and, Iran's, what do you call them? They're not tributaries. They're kind of underlings. They're subsidiaries. They've been bombing Lebanon. They've been taking Syria. They're illegally occupying parts of Lebanon. They're illegally occupying parts of Syria because this war was never about a dictator killing his own people. This war was never about Iran getting nuclear weapons. This is about Benjamin Netanyahu pursuing his greater Israel project, which is restoring the kingdom of David. That's why he wants to go after all of these countries. And he needs to come up with bullshit reasons to make it just sellable for the Americans that he has blackmail on to be able to, spend all the taxpayer money bombing all these different places. So in his gusto, and the fact that Trump isn't going to pull our troops out right away after this, he can go fuck himself, because he was one of those cunts who ran, we're a Christian nation. We're a Christian nation. We believe in God. Really? Well, here's your chance to prove it, you bitch. An Israeli strike on the Christian majority village of Kalaya in southern Lebanon killed a priest and wounded at least 5 people on Monday. Father Pierre Al-Rahi, a Maronite priest, died after refusing to leave despite Israeli evacuation orders. In order to protect his parishioners, Israel claims the village housed a Hezbollah cell. Father Al-Rahi was killed by an Israeli tank round in his church, protecting his parishioners because they didn't want to leave their home, because they wanted God to, they didn't want to leave their house of God. What did Israel do? They fucking drill. And by the way, this isn't the first time Israel has attacked a church. This isn't the first time they've dropped a bomb on a church, fired a tank shell at a church. These people look at us like we're dogs. They look at us like we're less than. And now they've killed a Catholic priest. They don't give a fuck. Those of you repeating that talking point that somehow Israel looks out for civilian populations, yeah, you are the perfect person to give propaganda to, because you're too fucking stupid to think for a goddamn minute. Sorry about the goddamn, I'm upset. But this Father Al-Rahi is dead. Trump won't say his name. Trump won't speak of him. And if he does, he'll carry some bullshit Israeli line like, well, if Hezbollah wasn't in there, then he wouldn't. Israel's pissed. I think Israel did it on purpose. I think they're pissed off at the Pope, because Pope Leo has been very vocal about ending this war and about this being wrong and not what God wants and not what the people want. So now they've killed a Catholic priest in Lebanon. Trump won't say a word about it. Nobody will, nobody's going to get the priests back. Nobody's going to get the churches back. Israel is laughing at us the entire time. They fucking did it on purpose. In my opinion. And they'll just say, oh, yeah, it's, like Papa Shab says here. Oh, yeah, well, it's a part of war. It's a part of war. Yeah, it's a part of war that we didn't need to be a part of. And it's a part of war that, all of this shit. You try to get news on this stuff. You've got everybody's in the tank for Israel. Netanyahu's home was bombed by the Iranians. It was on fire. Their former prime minister, Ben-Gvir, he's in critical condition. He was almost killed in an attack. His house is on fire. The BBC reported that Ben-Gvir was injured in a car crash. So they're fucking lying about everything. You can't get any reasonable news out of there. It's preposterous. Ray Devin Attenborough says, not taking sides, Aaron, aren't those shows objectively more successful? No. On YouTube alone this year, I have multiple more views than they do. Way more views. So, I mean, they can't even do, like, I put on a morning show every day. They can't even do it. They don't have the ability. They don't have the skill and the amount of stuff to talk about. So, no, Ray, thank you for allowing me to set you straight on that, though. I always appreciate that. But if you go look at view for view, I probably beat them by hundreds of thousands of views. On YouTube alone, on our secondary platform. We don't even need to get into my main platform that does over 250,000 views every month. On YouTube alone, year to date, I'm probably hundreds of thousands of views ahead of any show you could mention from that world. So I'm very proud of that, by the way. And it's just for one simple reason. I do content more people want to see. They have the same 1,000 individuals watching the same show, and I got people coming in and out all the time. Tens of thousands of them every month. They should have released the hostage. Yeah, Historically White says, oh, they should have released the hostages. Yeah, the Catholic Church should have just released the hostages. And that never would have happened. So then, if you've ever wondered what the Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro thinks of Christians, and what Israel thinks of Christians, you're about to find out in these next two clips just what they think of us. Pope Leo gave a prayer. We played it this morning where he says, war is not the way, peace is the way because it is the will of God. And he gave this great sermon about how war is wrong and we're for peace. God, peace is what God wants. All of this stuff. It was beautiful, beautiful words. And the Daily Wire just goes on and takes the Pope's speech and calls him a girl. Andrew Klavan, the fucking I think he's Shabbos Goy, right? He's not Jewish, is he? I'm not sure. But Andrew Klavan goes on and shits on the Pope. Meanwhile, if Israel bombs a fucking orphanage and you say that's terrible, these are the same guys who will call you anti-Semitic for calling out Israeli war crimes. But they can mock the Holy Father. So fuck this guy. Here we go. Andrew Klavan, who, by the way, is a complete charity case of the Daily Wire. This is what Ben Shapiro and the people who run the Daily Wire think of Christians and, well, their biggest threat, Catholics.
And the one that I think bothers me the most is using Jesus to make these cases.
That's what bothers him the most. You know what bothers this guy the most? Not the fact that we bombed a school. It's not the fact that we're killing civilians. It's not the fact that we started a war of choice and a war of aggression against a country that never attacked us. That's not what bothers him. What bothers him is that they use Jesus. What do you want us to use Jesus for? I mean, if we believe in Jesus Christ and we want to live in his image and we want to live by his example, yeah, we're not for bombing fucking school children. Sorry. I'm sorry that's inconvenient to you. And by the way, this is how people at the Daily Wire and Jewish people in general that make these kind of arguments, this is how they view Christians and Christianity and Jesus Christ especially. They're angry at him. They're jealous of them. They know they're outnumbered and they know they can't pull their bullshit when you raise the specter of Christ and Christianity at them. So what do they have to do? They have to try and belittle him. They have to try and mock him. They try to entice an angry reaction out of you. And, oh, that's not very Christian. Well, to go and make that argument and go, you know what I think is really unfair? Using Jesus as, oh, I'm sorry. So it's not okay that we use the Prince of Peace as an example of not wanting war? Wow, that must be really inconvenient for your empirical wants or imperial wants.
And I don't want to offend my Catholic friends and listen.
Too fucking late, bitch.
Listeners, I consider myself a Catholic, though not a Roman Catholic.
You're out. Pope Leo's too nice to excommunicate you. I'm going to have to find somebody who'll do it for him.
But the Pope is out of line here.
Okay, I want you to hear. The Pope is out of line. By the way, when we clip this, I'm going to have so many comments. If this one takes off like the Rogan one, stop pausing it so much. Fuck you. I'm doing a show. If you want to go watch the Andrew Klavan show, go watch the Andrew Klavan show. Let me give you a spoiler alert. I'm making it watchable right now. So you're gonna tussle with the Pope on this now. Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
He's just wrong. I mean, I'm sorry.
Pope's
He
wrong.
weighed in on this on X. He says, I am following with deep concern what is happening in the Middle East and in Iran during this tumultuous time. Stability and peace are not achieved through mutual threats, nor through the use of weapons which sow destruction, suffering, and death, but only through reasonable, sincere, and responsible dialogue.
He's absolutely right. And with Iran, we have not practiced sincere, reasonable dialogue. It's been do everything we want you to do or we'll fucking bomb you. That is not reasonable, responsible, sincere dialogue. The Pope is right. If we had those things, we'd come to a deal. You know how I know that? Because we came to that deal before with the JCPOA. It worked.
And he followed it with this video, cut 8.
Would you imagine what a world without wars would be like?
I love when Pope Leo speaks his mother tongue. I always hear him speak in Italian. I love it when Pope Leo goes all in on English.
A world without the terror of approaching explosions, without rocket alarms shattering the silence of the night. Please join me this month in prayer for disarmament and peace.
Wow, so terrible for us to use the Easter season to pray for peace. And by the way, Andrew, I know you guys see everything as anti-Semitism. I know you guys see everything as everyone's against the Jews. But when the Pope says that, he's talking about Hezbollah and Hamas rockets coming into Israel too. He wants all the rockets and all the alarms and all the bombs to stop. What's your objection? Just be honest and say my objection is I want Israel to settle the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, and I want them to take out the Iranian regime. Just say that. You don't want to make that argument. You'd rather belittle the Pope's argument because you know your argument makes you look like a bloodthirsty savage, and the Pope look like the guy who's preaching the word of the Prince of Peace.
The problem with all this is that it's girly nonsense, basically.
Oh, the Pope's girly nonsense. You know what I think is girly nonsense? Supporting a war that you'll never go fight. Supporting a war that you're never going to go put yourself or your family members in harm's way for. I think that's kind of a girly notion. Klavan, get your ass over there. Go make soup or something on a aircraft carrier. Go to one of those military bases in UAE or Saudi Arabia and make the boys some sandwiches. I think that's kind of girly to sit in an office of an Israel First organization and talk about how other people should go fight the wars.
It's just not true.
You know what I think girly stuff is? Bombing a kid's school, a girl's school. I think that's kind of a bitch move.
I'm sorry. It's just not true. Sometimes stability and peace are achieved through mutual threats and the use of weapons which sow destruction, suffering, and death.
What a psychotic thing to say. You know what brings us peace? Just constantly threatening to kill each other. No, that's not peace. If you're living under threat, you don't have peace. We didn't have peace during the Cold War. You know, it was the war was in the title. You know what we had? Another day where we didn't commit the end of the world. That's what we had. One day at a time. Listen to these psychopaths and the way they talk. Yeah, you don't get peace by talking to each other and having reasonable dialogue and working out deals that work for everyone. You just fucking threaten people, and that's how you get peace. It's like we're run, our country is run, our world is run by psychos.
And reasonable, sincere, and responsible dialogue are useless when you're dealing with crazy people.
Right, I agree. When you're dealing with Israel and the United States and Iran, I love how Iran's always the only crazy people. Like, okay, one country has flattened an entire region in Gaza. And then on the other side, they kick people out of their multi-generational homes and give them 2 hours to pack their shit and leave, or they kill them. I would say those are unreasonable people. And then on the other side, you have another country that travels halfway around the world to occupy 2 different countries for over 2 decades. I'm sorry, Andrew, but we're not blameless in all this. That's just reality.
I mean, this is the thing about war. War is bad. It is always.
That's what the Pope said. Only difference between him and you is he believes it.
Bad. You don't fight it because you like it. You fight it because you have to.
We're fighting this war because we like it. You're making a point that is disproven by the very thing you're cheerleading. You're waging this war because you like it.
There may have been a time when Achilles was a warrior, when people were fighting with swords, where there was a certain athletic glory to it. Now, there's certainly a glory in the courage these people show and in the prowess they have with their weapons and in the amazing technology behind the weapons. I suppose there's some glory there. But
you want to jack off to Tomahawk missiles? God, what an absolute, what's the word they used to call him during the Iraq War days? A chicken hawk. Andrew Klavan is an absolute chicken hawk.
War is bad. You know, I do not want our young people dying in these wars. I get it. So we're not fighting it for fun, Mr. Pope. You know,
no, you're not. You're right. We're not fighting it for fun. We're fighting it because Israel wants it. And their Mossad blackmailed all of our leaders with underage sex.
For holiness. That's not why we're doing it. Now, I'm not a theologian, and
no shit. Wow, there's the shock of the day for you. Hey, Klavan here is not a theologian. The guy who just called the Pope's message of Christian peace a girly man, this guy he's not one for reading the Bible.
I'm not even a pious poser like Tucker Carlson who'll say things like, oh, I would never kill a 14-year-old who was spraying my face with machine gun fire. That would be wrong. You know,
it's not what he said. He said killing kids is wrong. Yeah, you guys are all demons. Like, there's no other way to say it. You're just all demonic. You get off on this death and this destruction. You want an army of suffering and murder, and you're cool with it. And then anyone who says, boy, I sure wish this could stop when we could all talk to each other. No, what is that girly nonsense? I don't know, not a cult of murder-worshipping maniacs?
These things are things that have to be, you know.
Why?
Not every war has to be. Some wars could have been avoided, and that's a terrible thing, and that's why.
Like pretty much every war we fought since World War II, yes, they could have been avoided. And World War II could have been avoided. If we would have fought with the good guys in World War I. Then we would have stopped World War II.
The president is taking a lot on his shoulders when he says it's time to go, but still, there are wars that must be fought.
Did you know that we loaned so much money to the Rothschilds, and JP Morgan loaned so much money to the British and French during the war that when it looked like the Germans were going to kick the shit out of them and the French army was mutinying and they wanted to collapse and they wanted to leave the front in 1917, the Rothschilds and the Morgans came to the United States and said, hey, if you don't jump in here and defeat the Germans, all that money that the French and British owe you and me and everyone else, all this gold that you're going to ship over to the United States. By the way, World War I made New York the financial capital of the world. Up until then, it was London. But they borrowed so much money from us, and they had that so much of the world's gold reserves went over to the United States of America. And we weren't going to get paid unless we jumped in and committed American blood and American troops for Britain and France's war. Not because Britain and France were the good guys. They weren't. Britain was committing war crimes on the high seas. So our media and Woodrow Wilson started this propaganda campaign saying that the Germans were killing babies and stuff. They never were. The German army was not. They said that they were, bayoneting children and shit. Like, never happened. They made all that up because J.P. Morgan and the Rothschilds needed the United States of America to fight for the Triple Entente so that they could defeat the Germans, so that the Rothschilds and the bankers could get paid. Because if the French and the British lost and had to pay war reparations to the Germans, they would have no money left to pay all the American and European banking cartels. So all of your relatives who died in World War I died to secure the debts owed to private bankers. America did not have a dog in that fight. We were not under any threat. The Zimmerman telegram is bullshit. It was normal diplomacy. It's how you did business back in those days. The Germans were not a threat to us. As a matter of fact, we had a large German population here in America. I believe we belonged fighting with our brethren over in Germany in World War I. And then if we would have done that or stayed neutral, no Adolf Hitler in World War II. But J.P. Morgan, Rothschild, and the American government needed us to go into the war because, again, we needed to secure all the debts. Roots Calhoun says, no shit, you learn something new every day. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what happened. Bapa Shab says, yes, they all love death because they are weak, subhuman cretins. Yup. Roots Calhoun says, Chicken Hawk was a dude who dodged the draft but still called for the war in Vietnam, I think. I could be wrong. In the Iraq war, they kind of changed it to like all these guys who cheerleaded for the war but never actually fought it or sent their family to fight. That's why on Twitter now, hashtag draft Baron is trending. Because they're like, oh yeah, if Trump thinks this is such a great war, Baron Trump is of legal age to go fight it. You know, that's one thing I kind of respect about the Royals in a way, is that the Royals actually go serve in the Air Force. Like Prince, who's the one who's married to the cunt now? Harry. Prince Harry, like, served in Iraq. He flew sorties in Iraq. Like, I think our presidents should have to do that. If you start a war, your family should have to serve in it. I think that's the way to go. Hobo says, hey, and stupid Italians created fascism. You guys are stolen valor. It's true. That's true. 199 from Pray by 12 says Israel killed a priest in Lebanon saying he hid terrorists. Yeah, they said it was populated by Hezbollah, so they had to attack. Like I said, they don't give a shit about you and I. I hate hearing this. Somebody just DM'd me and asked me, what's your divorce lawyer's info? I think I'm going to need to give him some business. Well, I mean, I'm happy to give Casey Coe business. He's the best divorce lawyer there is. He's awesome. But I never like to hear that, though. That's too bad. That's too bad. All right, guys, let's get after it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. We gave you guys... The morning show did an amazing job today. I love them for it. So I gave you guys a huge break on the evenings. You notice we haven't asked for a cent today, but we do have a number. We would like to get to it, and embarrassingly, I'm bringing it up now. That sucks a dick, right? Because, yikes. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. I appreciate you spreading the word. Rumble is way down and YouTube's a little bit down today. That's why we are at 235, which is a bit of an anemic number for the evening shows. But like I said, it's getting nicer out in Minnesota. These evening shows are... I do have a plan in place to get rid of them and them not being necessary anymore. But we got to make them work while we're doing them. So gift a membership, throw a couple of bucks in. The links are in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rant. Let's get after it. So we've got that. We've got Andrew Klavan. Now let's go to this law that Israel's trying to pass. This is the last Israel thing I have. This one, I had to check 3 or 4 times to make sure that this nice-looking blonde lady wasn't bullshitting me. This is actually a real law that they're trying to pass in the Knesset, which is the parliament in Israel. You've probably heard rumors about this, that the Jewish people of Israel look down upon Christians. You've heard rumors about them not letting them into missile shelters and bomb shelters. You've heard rumors about Christians being spat upon. Even Mike Huckabee confirmed that in his Tucker Carlson interview. And for a country that hides behind the skirt of a Christian nation, I feel like they should treat our people a little bit better. but listen to what they want to do now in Israel.
Are calling on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to stop a bill proposed by members of his coalition to make it criminal to tell people about Jesus in Israel.
So America, who pays Israel's bills, who fights their wars for them, is now going, oh, please, Mr. Netanyahu, won't you please not pass the law that makes it illegal to talk about Jesus? Now, remember, Trump said we're a Christian nation, said we're a nation that believes in God. Here's your chance, buddy. Here's a real easy way to deal with this. This is Netanyahu's party. So this is like the Republicans proposing something in Congress and Trump pretending he's not for it. You go to Netanyahu, if you really mean it, and you go, you strike that bill right now and you publicly apologize for it to all the world's Christians, or we're cutting off the tap and we're never dropping a bomb in your name again. No more military aid, no more monetary aid, nothing. And you don't get a blanket pass from us on what you're doing in Gaza and Lebanon and Syria. No more. But we won't. We'll go, pretty please, would you please not do that? I mean, this is, I try not to get too mad about Israel. I try not to get too mad about this stuff. And then they just rub your fucking nose in it. Like, do you understand how tiny you are? Do you understand that if we wanted to mobilize and fucking bury you, we could? And boy, I tell you what, Israel pisses me off a lot more than Iran does.
Our Jerusalem correspondent Daniel Cohen is live near Tel Aviv with more. Good morning, Daniel.
Boom, boom,
Good morning,
Tel Aviv.
Allison. Good morning, everyone. A big story just before, days before.
Oh, I'm sure Daniel Cohen's really broken up about this bill. Can we get somebody else to report on this, please?
Palm Sunday, Good Friday, and Easter. Sacred time for Christians. Two ultra-Orthodox members of Prime Minister Netanyahu's coalition have introduced a bill that would punish believers for sharing the gospel of Jesus with prison time. United Torah Judaism Knesset.
Does that sound like our greatest ally? Does that sound like someone we should be supporting? This sounds like stuff we say about Muslim countries so that we can go bomb them. Oh, look at the way they treat gays. Oh, look at the way they treat Christians. Oh, look at the way they treat women. Well, look what Israel wants to do.
Members Moshe Gafni and Yaakov Asher introduced legislation.
What a country. Yaakov wants you to not talk about Jesus. Sometimes you go to church. Sometimes we throw you in prison.
Last week, making it illegal to share in conversation or produce content online, in print, or by mail. Their explanation of the bill emphasizes a warning to stop Christians in particular.
And I'll tell you why they want to stop Christians. Attendance in Catholic churches is on the rise. A lot of people are having the same reawakening that I am. Protestant churches, evangelical churches, which unfortunately are very pro-Israel, but all of them are seeing a growth in attendance. Jesus is very popular right now, and Israel has never been less popular. So they want to cut this off at the quick. You know, I remember Jewish governments trying, or Jewish leaders trying to do this before, trying to outlaw something and punish people. Oh, you know what? It was around the time of Christ's death that they tried to outlaw preaching about. Yeah, it didn't work out so well for you either, did it?
The punishment, 1 year in prison or 2 years for sharing with someone under the age of 18. Joel Rosenberg is the host.
Why? You guys love doing that. You do it in our country and then you run to Israel for protection. Oh, but that's not telling them about Jesus. That's something way worse.
Host of the Rosenberg Report and editor-in-chief of All Israel News. He's also a Jewish follower of Jesus.
Then you're a Christian, dipshit. You know what Jews who believe in the divinity of Christ are? Catholics. You understand that the Catholic Church is Israel? You guys are imposing on what we are. Israel is the Vatican. It is the Catholic Church. We are Israel. You aren't. You're a bastardization. Jews are no longer God's chosen people. When they rejected the Messiah, they fell out of favor. Jews are not chosen. I believe, I could have this wrong, Christ said that they would have a generation to accept him as the Savior, and those who didn't would not be the chosen people anymore. Jews are not chosen. They were, and then the Jews that remained chosen were the ones who accepted Christ's divinity. Remember, the first Christians were all Jewish converts. They are God's chosen people.
Obviously, Jewish people don't agree with Christians, evangelicals or others, about who Jesus is, right?
Yeah, you made that very clear on the mountain with Barabbas. You made it very clear how you feel about him.
We all know that there's a theological difference, but evangelical Christians and other Christians have been so supportive of Israel and the Jewish people.
Evangelical Christians are Jews. So stop with the evangelical Christians. They're your bitch.
So to silence, to muzzle, and gag even Israelis like myself and others to say, you can't talk to another person about your faith and why you believe it, that is terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you under the impression that the Israeli government believed in civil liberties? Oh, you silly goose. And by the way, buddy, they're not passing this law for evangelicals. Jews in Israel know that evangelicals are their bitch. They're the ones who made the term Judeo-Christian. It's for us. It's for the big dogs.
It is not freedom.
Although he doesn't agree theologically, Netanyahu has always been a strong friend of evangelicals. Speaking
no shit, because they want to start wars with him because they have this stupid dispensationalist idea that some country drawn on a map by the Brits and Americans in 1948 is the Israel in the Bible. They're dumb.
At meetings and believing freedom of speech and freedom for Israel's small Christian community should be protected. Now, should this bill gain traction?
And evangelicals and Jews, the temple's not getting rebuilt. The temple's in Rome. All right? It's already built. It's done. It's over with. You rejected the divinity of Christ. You're no longer in favor. You're not chosen anymore. Somebody needs to have this discussion with them.
Could spark a serious clash with the 60 million evangelicals in the United States and 600 million.
No, it won't. It won't clash with the evangelicals because they'll just bend over and do whatever Israel tells them to do. All Israel has to do is tell them that it's part of Revelation somewhere, and they'll go, okay.
And 600 million around the world. Gaffney first introduced a ban on evangelism in 1999. It went nowhere. United Torah Judaism is in a stronger negotiating position now, though, since Netanyahu needs to keep the party in his coalition, or it could threaten Netanyahu's ability to remain in power. Allison.
Well, then he'll allow it.
Daniel Cohen, thank you so much.
By the way, this is Newsmax. This is the same news organization that did that thing that said, well, technically Judaism is what helped create America. They did that little pyramid thing. Yeah. That's them. That's them. Sam Show says, Bappa, he just called himself a Jew. No, you know what I mean. The first Christian converts were Jews that converted and accepted the divinity of Christ. Aaron, so you admit it, you're a Jew. No, I'm not a Jew. I'm not. That's not what I said, and you know that. Kevin Soundboard says, I actually went to the wall. I looked at it, turned around, and got myself a falafel. Attaboy. Bappa Shab says, truth is, if you don't look like Andrew Klavan, you've won. You are one of God's children. Exactly. Exactly. Hulkamash Baby says, bingo. I'm not sure what that bingo means. I'm way behind in the chat here. Yeah, Taste Fairy Ialto. If they pass this, guess what, Israel?
You are cursed.
09 Canyon says, God promised them the land. It was a promise, not a covenant. They are not the chosen people anymore. Nope. Nope. Brett McCart says, we ate a lot of mushrooms, me and the Guinea Jew bro. All right, guys, throw a couple of memberships our way. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit follow. You guys ready? So we didn't mention any money tonight because, like, we did so well this morning. I gave a huge break, and I'm like, we'll just knock it out naturally. And the numbers aren't terrible. They're not as good as they usually are, but like 250, it's not nobody. We've made $5 in an hour and a half. The good news is we're in the double digits because we had such a good morning. So please rally up. It sucks that I might have to mention money a lot on tonight's show. It just shouldn't have happened. Rally up, throw in a like, throw in a subscribe, and if you have a couple of bucks, throw it our way. I would appreciate it. Hulkamasha Baby says, oh, I hit bingo when you said dispensationalist. Oh. Well, the thing is, the shit those people made up. But you understand, the rapture and the tribulation are not in Revelations. They're not in the Bible. Evangelicals made that up. That was invented in the 19th century. For 1900 years of Christianity, no such thing as the rapture, no such thing as the tribulation. It was just Christ returning. And then in the 19th century, they came up with some gayest shit. Some really dumb shit. Hulkamasha Baby says, you started with the gayest topics ever. What did you expect? Well, I guess I suck then. I guess I'm no good. I apologize. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. I thought I could maybe talk about what I wanted to talk about tonight because we did so well this morning and I gave such a break and I cut the number by so much. Shut up. I'm talking to my audience and defending my choice of the shitty show that I'm doing. So that I thought maybe I could do the show I wanted to do and it would still work out. Apparently, I was wrong. I'll check with you guys in a little bit. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, and let's make this easy tonight. What do you say? I love this next one. This guy's my favorite. Here's a dude who just set a shitload of wildfires, not for like real estate purposes, not for insurance purposes, not for some kind of nationalistic reason. Guy was just bored.
Businesses, and the man who admitted to starting them says he did it out of boredom. The crimes date back to December and continued as late as this week. ABC.
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of wildfires that start with just dipshits lighting matches around dry brush. There's like, oh, I'm fucking bored. Just throwing the matches on the ground. And then all of a sudden something sparks up and a fire starts. They go, oh, fuck. Oh, well, that's okay. Well, then they try stomping it out and then it catches some dry shit over here and then some other shit. And as Ricky from Trailer Park Boys would say, the flames just start golfing. They're golfing over here, golfing everywhere. And it's just all of a sudden it gets out of hand and they're like, fuck, I better get out of here. There's a lot of wildfires that start with just dipshits with nothing better to do.
13's Luke Jones tracking the unusual crime spree in a story that's all new at 10, Luke.
Yeah, Eric, many of these crimes were caught on camera, but the suspect wasn't caught in the act until this week. A security guard allegedly saw him trying to set fire to a West Houston mall.
So I think this is a toe boy, actually. I think he took me a little too literally when I would say light a fire and walk away. It's not what I meant.
It took some tree limbs and a lighter.
Jody Curvey, will you please stand up?
In one man's heart, a burning passion.
I like this guy. He's like writing a Rocky IV soundtrack out of this story. In the burning heart, just about to burst.
Fire. Houston Arson Bureau investigators say 43-year-old Jody Curvey told them
he looks like a fucking Chappelle Show character. Man, I was just bored and I didn't have any crack.
Started 20 to 30 fires, most recently at West Oaks Mall. Court documents say he used a lighter to set tree limbs on fire Wednesday and placed them on a staircase, blocking the mall's emergency exit door.
So he's gathering a bunch of sticks, putting them in front of an emergency exit, and just trying to light them on. Light, you fucker. That is, you know what, though? That is a different level of boredom. And in a way, I kind of respect the dude solely because most people, when they get bored, they just sit on the internet. They do absolutely nothing. It's a waste of fucking time. Not this dude. This dude, he goes out and he does something about it. He goes outside. He gathers some sticks. He puts them in front of a mall fire. I mean, if you light a bunch of sticks on fire outside of a mall exit, are you really going to do any damage? It'll burn out.
and potentially trapping mall-goers and staff inside.
Confronted by security, continued to fan the flames to make the fire grow faster.
Charging documents say he used a sweater to do it. Across Westheimer, a strip mall where investigators say Curvey started 3 fires on separate dates in December, January, and February. You can still see where the flames melted the paint on this dumpster.
He's fine. It's kind of funny to me. This is the worst you could. Oh, we zoomed up on this dumpster. Look, some of the paint chipped off. Yeah, it's fine. Give him a ticket. Let him go. He's entertaining.
January 20th, he's accused of trying to burn down this academy on Highway 6. Prosecutors say he set fire to a bunch of cardboard boxes propped up against the building. Curvey, who's listed in court records as homeless, apparently had his reasons. And wait until you hear what they were.
You stated that you started the fire because you were bored or to stay warm.
It's a dangerous way to fight.
All right, so he was bored. I mean, a lot of homeless guys, when they're bored, they just start doing fent and they walk around your neighborhood posing like a scarecrow. This guy just got a little fire happy. That's all.
Boredom. But by the sound of it, there's no fires in Curvey's future. At least not for a while. A hearing officer setting his bond at $75,000.
I'm not approving personal bonds.
And if he manages to bond out, he's been ordered to stay away from matches, lighters, and accelerants.
How are you going to
all
police
key
that
ingredients for a fire-fueled weekend. Now off limits.
Now, wait, what if, can he have 2 rocks? Can he knock those together? How about that? Can he have magnifying glasses? That mixed with the sun, you never know. I think they're being too hard on this guy. I think, it's a guy trying to find something to do. He was bored. Went to the mall. Didn't even go inside. Didn't go in and be a stinky homeless guy inside. Just wanted to light some sticks on fire. That's all. Cardboard boxes. He burnt down his home. That's a good point. That is a fair point. Poor guy. He burnt down his own house. That's not very smart homeless living. Fuck you, dude, with $20 says Savory. Thank you very much.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
All right, 20 gifted memberships are a red boy, and we can call this thing done. Thank you very much. Fuck you, dude. Or just 4 more people doing that, and we'll call it home. Like, subscribe, follow. Thank you so much, fuck you, dude. That is very nice of you. Let's make sure we can finish strong tonight in this final hour, huh? Have you guys ever heard of body brokers? This is something I just learned about today, and I wanted to share it with you. Body brokers is apparently this concept where you'll take people from another state. They'll be homeless. You'll send them to a California rehab because of the way California laws are. And what that California rehab will do with these people is they'll turn in this homeless person. They'll go, okay, we're a rehab. We're treating this homeless people so we can get them off drugs, off alcohol, and then they can live a more productive life. So that's worth it for the government to invest in. So the state's Medicaid program will pay these rehabs $20,000 to $30,000 a person for these homeless people to get treatment. And I mean, what do you think the odds are that the homeless person, gets a, well-paying job and a place to live? It's zero. This guy's going to go ahead and explain the concept of body brokers. Again, I've never heard of this before today. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, and throw a couple of bucks the Toes way, and let's have a successful evening show.
Homeless is not going to go away. Let me tell you why. Have you heard of body brokering? Someone that finds homeless people out of state, gets them insurance, shifts them to California, puts them into a drug rehab center in California.
Oh, so they don't even do this through Medicaid. This isn't even tax dollars. It's worse. It's like basically insurance fraud. So not only do uninsured people go to the emergency room and run up a tab and then all of our premiums go up the next year, but shit like this happens. And it jacks up our premiums every year, too. Wow. So I had this wrong. It's not a government program. It's insurance.
out of state, gets them insurance, shifts them to California, puts them into a drug rehab center in California. The drug rehab center makes $30,000 to $45,000 a month for the rehab. Then that person comes out of rehab, they give them drugs, they get them hooked again, and they put them back in. So
it really, like, it's another example of how we live amongst demons. Like that's one of the most horrific concepts I've ever heard. So you take a homeless guy, you go, oh, do you do drugs? Yeah, I'm really hooked on drugs. Oh, you know what? Hey, this is your lucky day. I work with an organization, and we're going to get you health insurance. Oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, and then we're going to go get you help in sunny California. Oh, my God, that's fantastic. Thank you. I mean, they must think an angel's been sent down to help them out. So then they take him to California, and I'm guessing the rehab kicks back a referral bonus to the person who brings the homeless person in. That homeless person now has insurance. I'm guessing the organization pays the premiums every month, and then they get their rehab covered. So the rehab place bills the insurance for $40,000 a month. Maybe the person who referred him gets $5,000-$10,000 in a kickback. Then, after the month's over, they release the homeless person, and the fucking body broker guy who brought him there in the first place gets them hooked on drugs again, and they get sent back to rehab. And again, this is part of the reason shit like this is part of the reason that our insurance premiums go up every year.
that's called body brokering. And the person that finds these people gets commission. From their commission, they pay these people, ship them one way over to California, and they get them insurance. It's gotten so out of control and so bad that there's certain states that if you come from those states, those insurance are not acceptable because it's been done so much in California. And part of the reason is that the rehab facilities make a ton of money from all the homeless coming in. Then when they come out, and if they don't relapse to go back in, then they go to the homeless encampments and the homeless industrial complex that we.
And then that, I mean, you're going to find drugs there too. So you're going to get hooked again one way or the other. Whether the body brokers actively get you hooked again, or you go to the homeless encampments and you trip over crack.
And the homeless industrial complex that we have with the hotels and everything. I mean, a lot of them are billionaires who donate to the local politicians to get these government contracts like Project Home Key. So it's not going to be fixed.
It's so cynical. It makes me so sad.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, they're demons. These are devils that are, you know, that's the thing. Like, good people, they just want to be left alone. Good people just want to do good deeds, be left alone, not be bothered, everything else. But like evil people, they have no qualms. They'll intrude, they'll disrupt, that's the nature of evil. And they'll do stuff like this. And the rest of us aren't going to do anything about it because we don't even know what's going on, because it's such an inconceivable notion to us that you would fuck people over that badly for a few $1,000s. But again, the rats and the demons, they run amok. Kevin Soundboard with $2 says a quick clavicular update and his extreme fear of cheese. Really? So the bone-smashing meth head hates cheese. All right, I'm listening. We'll take a look in a second here. That body broker shit is really weird, though. Like, I heard about that. Papa Shop says, I feel like body brokers shouldn't be a thing. No, like, it's bordering on insurance fraud, but, like, you can't prove it because the person who's actually holding the insurance isn't actually committing a fraud. They are a drug addict. They are going to get themselves help. It's just that there's a third party interfering, getting them hooked on the drugs. And the whole thing from the very beginning, I mean, the rehabs are complicit in this too, because it's almost like from the very beginning now, this rehab is not motivated to make this person better. They work with the body brokers. So if a body broker brings somebody in, the rehab's not like, oh yeah, make sure he's okay and make sure he gets really healthy. No, that's a repeat customer. That homeless guy coming in through the body broker, he's an ATM. So nothing's going to get fixed there. Oh my God. That's really, really bad. All right, so this is the new clavicular thing that Kevin Soundboard just sent in. So this motherfucker's afraid of cheese, huh? He'll take a hammer and smash his cheekbones to pieces. He'll do meth on the regular, and he'll inject himself with testosterone until he's sterile and his dick doesn't work anymore. But cheese, Everybody has their Achilles heel. All right, hit like, hit subscribe, gift a few memberships. Let's notch a win tonight and make it a perfect Monday.
So bad for you. Yeah, bro, what is your like thing with cheese, bro? I saw you crying because someone put cheese on your burger.
Yeah, bro. That shit gets to me. Shit ain't no fucking game.
Cheese is the best part of the burger, bro.
No, don't even talk to me. That shit gets me actually mad.
By the way, remember when this guy started and like he tried to be taken seriously? Like he went on Michael Knowles' show. And like when you're in a room with Michael Knowles, it's easy to look like an alpha. And like most of us were like, all right, something smells fishy with this guy. He's gay. Like this guy's a fucking weirdo. And then you start digging into him more and everybody just starts busting on him. Everybody starts making fun of him. Everybody starts talking about what an socially awkward gay he is. And now I think he's pretty much just full-blown cartoon character at this point. And he's kind of stupid. So he's really dumb, so he doesn't really catch on that all of his fame is ironic, and I like that.
How much for you to eat a cheeseburger?
No amount of money. Bro, I'm being dead serious. Not even $10 million, I wouldn't even take it.
You wouldn't eat
No.
Like I said, he's probably the dumbest guy alive.
About like a cheese stick.
No. Not even for 10 mil.
Dude is legit afraid of cheese. This isn't like I don't like the taste of cheese. This is a straight up phobia. What's the phobia? What's the fear of cheese called? There's got to be a name for it. The fear. Oh shit. There we go. What is a fear of cheese called? It is called turophobia. This motherfucker's turophobic.
Brother, what the fuck?
Bro. I'm not, and people think I'm capping in the chat. I'm being dead serious.
What do you not like about cheese, bro?
Well, I mean, I would have serious health consequences because of the medication I'm on.
Oh, that.
Wow, so you drug yourself so much to make your cheeks sink in like a bitch that you can't eat cheese or something bad will happen to you. Now, most people would take that as a sign that maybe you're taking too many medications. But I guess if you have a mental illness that causes you to smash your own face in, you're probably missing that sign.
That's why.
And also, like, tastes disgusting. But it's more the fact that I could just, like, die. So, yeah. Makes sense.
Motherfucker's afraid of cheese.
Wanna fuck?
Oh.
Let's fuck!
Karmic and Clavicular, that's who I'd like to see riding in that party bus together. Put Karmic in there.
You're smashing your face with a hammer!
Oh, hold on. I gotta do it right. I should have went and got my jacket. Did you know I have a jacket for my Karmic bit? I have a jacket. You know what? 5 memberships come in just a second here. I'll go get the Karmic jacket. We'll do the full thing.
You can't be afraid of cheese! Gotta eat cheese for part of a balanced diet in this world, you sick fuck! You stupid bitch! Clavicular, I'll smash your bones with a hammer, you bitch! You gotta stop smashing your face and doing meth in this world! Sick, sick people! You're sitting here, you're saying that you're looks maxing! Well, I'm anger maxing, you piece of shit!
I need the Clavicular Karmic X crossover. It has to happen. $20 from Miss Tay. Look at Miss Tay.
Wanna fuck? Let's fuck!
Well, no, that's not what I meant to make of that. Says Chad out N-worded Sam Show and Bappa. Shameful. I know, right? But I'm kind of a bitch too, because like I said earlier, I had a clip of us going over the Chad thing earlier today, and I deleted it from YouTube. I didn't put it up because a bunch of people were getting the video taken down. I didn't want to risk it. Kevin Soundboard gifting a membership. Thank you very much. 4 more of those memberships in the next 5 minutes, and we'll go get the jacket that we're going to use for our Karmic impression. Hostile Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you, pal. Oh, boy. 3 more. And then we got a golden shower, too. $1 from Hobo. He says, Christ, when are you going to stop beef? When are you going to be funny, you fat fuck? Stop being human pudding and tell a knock-knock joke. I'm sorry, hobo. Did you want to hear me tell a joke? Knock, knock. Go fuck yourselves. There we go. You're welcome, hobo. You're welcome. Miss Tay says, I'll make sure it's on Rumble Friday. Yes, I will. I'll bring the karmic jacket down here tomorrow. For sure. But if in the next 4 minutes we do 3 more gifted memberships, I'll bring down my karmic jacket and we'll do the whole thing. How's that? We're not that far. We're like 10 gifted memberships away from a win tonight. So thank you guys very much. Red Boys are always welcome. That's fine too. Yeah. So basically, clavicular, if he eats cheese, his asshole's going to blow up. That's what he's trying to say. He takes so many drugs for his looks maxing that if he eats cheese, it's going to run right through him and he's going to blow out his insides. Kid's probably got a loose asshole to begin with. He's so gay. $2 from No Pen 15 Fathead says, can we have an N-word tournament next anniversary show? Don't you guys just do that voluntarily at every anniversary show? I thought the N-word tournament was kind of just like your guys' thing. I could be wrong. Maybe I misread the situation. Yes, so definitely 10 gifted memberships and we're home tonight. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Tarnished Maiden says it right. Yeah, clavicular is definitely not cheddar maxing. No, are you kidding? He'll blow his asshole out. Oh, this next thing is really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. So, Logan Paul did this. He issued this challenge to football players. I think this is like his whole thing with, he has this beef with Tom Brady. And I think that they're going to blow this thing off at WrestleMania. I think they're going to try to do a Logan Paul Tom Brady match at WrestleMania. Logan Paul challenged any football player in the world to spar with him, to box with him in like a month. And Le'Veon Bell, the former running back, accepted the challenge. He said, I'll fuck you up. I've had fights before. Let's go. So it was $1 million challenge. Le'Veon Bell was going to get $1 million. They were going to wear 12-ounce gloves, I believe no headgear. And they were just going to go 3-minute rounds until it was over. Like there was no limit if they go, like kind of those old school turn of the 20th century boxing matches where 3-minute rounds, you guys just go until one of you can't go anymore. Well, this was all set up. It was ready to go. And you guys can decide if you think this is a work or not. The WWE bosses called Logan Paul while he was streaming and told him he couldn't do it. So now he looks like a bitch because he's like, football players can't fight. I'd smoke any football player in a fight. And in fairness, Logan Paul is an experienced boxer. He probably would beat a football player in a boxing match. People don't like to say that because they want to hate the Paul brothers so much. They want to dislike them, but they can both fight. I don't look at it from a do I like these people point of view. I look at it from a boxing skill point of view. And Logan Paul, while not Jake, he's not bad. He's talented. He would probably beat Le'Veon Bell. But now he looks like a complete bitch because he's full-time with WWE. And they're telling him, no, I'm sorry. We're not going to have you do some fucking boxing match while you're under contract. I'm guessing Logan Paul's getting paid a couple of million a year by the WWE. So let's watch this phone call. This is like agreeing to a schoolyard fight with someone and then not being able to do it because your mom says you have to come home for dinner. This is embarrassing for Logan.
What's up, Chris?
It's a big time call.
Stop. Why? Can I ask why?
Well, I mean, one, we don't want you to get injured.
Bro, I'm not gonna get injured. These guys can't box.
I know, but it's just unnecessary risk. Like, you don't know if you slip, you fall. I mean, you don't want to risk anything.
No.
Dude, it's okay. To give you some context here, if you're gay and not a super cool wrestling fan, it's WrestleMania season right now. This is their everything season. Everything, all the business rides on these next few weeks. going into WrestleMania in April. So they don't want one of their top guys. And Logan Paul's one of the top guys. He's always in the big storylines. He's in their big faction right now. So Logan Paul does some retarded sparring thing with a football player. And yeah, maybe he tears an ACL. Even if he wins, hurts his shoulder, hurts his elbow, breaks one of his hands, can't wrestle for WrestleMania season, that really fucks over WWE. So either this is a work and this is a way to get like Tom Brady in the ring and have him do something for WrestleMania, or Logan Paul truly did let his mouth overload his ass and now he looks like a complete bitch. And Le'Veon Bell is playing it up on Twitter too. He's like, oh, this is a duck. He's a duck. Quack, quack, Logan Paul. And if it's real, it's definitely a really shitty look for the guy.
Chris.
I know you're not.
Shout out
Pod
Pod Awful.
Right? Like we get you're doing your thing, that's great. But like, you can't have you box. You're full-time WWE.
Chris. It's not, bro. It's not, dude. These guys cannot box. They're football players. There's no risk.
I'm glad you feel that way. That's why you are who you are. But we are trying to eliminate that risk and look out for you. We're losing WrestleMania. We cannot do
Yep, he just said it. He's like, it's WrestleMania. I can't, this isn't, fucking Armageddon. This isn't some B pay-per-view, bitch. This isn't Payback or Fastlane. This is goddamn WrestleMania, you dipshit. Quit calling people out WrestleMania season.
Oh man, is there any way I can convince you? What if I cut you guys? What if I cut the WWE in on my winnings? Because I'm gonna make $2 million in a weekend.
WWE shits $2 million out of their ass. They're owned by TKO Sports, who simultaneously own WWE and UFC. You give them $2 million, they're tipping a cab driver with it. They're not going to blink an eye at, oh yeah, no, totally. You can fuck up our whole WrestleMania plan with $2 million. You should have said $2 million up front. You know what they could do? I was thinking about this too when I saw this. Bring Le'Veon Bell into WrestleMania and just have him do it there.
We're good. We're good on the money. We just would prefer you not to be boxing.
All right. Is he worried about Le'Veon Bell and he used WWE to bitch out? I mean, I don't think that's what happened, but it's a possibility, and I got to throw it out there. It's either that, it's a work to get Tom Brady in for WrestleMania, or he really did just talk too much shit and didn't check with the bosses first. And he had to, again, it just reminds me of a kid who's ready to fight on the playground and his mommy comes to get him.
Hey, my loyalty's with the WWE. I'm a good independent contractor, brother. Whatever you guys...
That was a shot, by the way. You hear that? That was a shot. If you don't understand what that means, WWE doesn't give these guys employment. They're not employees. So they don't have to give them health insurance. They don't have to give them retirement benefits, pensions, nothing. They are all 1099 independent contractors. So basically, if you're a pro wrestler, you have to incorporate. So WWE can just give you money to your corporation, saves them on a bunch of tax money. I mean, imagine you're paying your top guys all $3 million a year, right? And now you don't have to pay payroll taxes, which is what, like 15%. You're saving millions of dollars in tax money. So like Logan Paul sets up a corporation, puts all that money in the corporation, and then cuts himself a check that he can W-2 to himself from the corporation. So that was a shot where he's like, yeah, I'm a good independent contractor, meaning, yeah, I'm technically not an employee, bitch.
Brother, whatever you guys need. And if you need me to shut it down, I'll do it.
But you're going to look like a bitch.
All right, see you Monday, Chris. Bosses ain't happy.
Shit. I got myself into a situation.
At the end of the day, I'm a WWE superstar, and my loyalty is with the WWE. If I do not have their blessing to do some extracurricular activities that are unrelated to the WWE, like boxing, as much as I would love to do it, I gotta honor my job and my commitment to my profession.
I mean, what are you gonna do, right? And by the way, before anyone shits on Logan Paul, I know, because it's easy to hate him, and it's kind of hack actually to hate the Paul brothers at this point. He is really good. He actually is a really good professional wrestler, like as a performer. Kid's got talent. I mean, he was an all-state wrestler in Ohio, I think, where they grew up. So he wasn't a bad wrestler to begin with. But yeah, Logan is, God, that's unfortunate. You really look like a bitch in a situation like that. Oof. Damn, poor guy. Kip Cass says, I literally just watched the James Romero segment about him being out of WWE. Whoa! Breaking news, Logan Paul's out of WWE? Huh. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Logan Paul. Oh, I'm done with Oh, no. This is bullshit. This is a work.
Another hooded figure.
This is a work.
Flashback. Wall Street Journal about how like Pokemon cards have been a better investment than the stock market. So
This is 5 days ago. This is before the whole thing. This is before this whole thing even started.
What's your rating? Oh, that's right, it's 0 because you're not even wrestling. Crazy getting feedback from someone who's unemployed.
I'm
That's
very much
crazy.
employed, trust me. You don't know. See, this is the thing. You don't know how wrestling works.
Okay, if 90's low, what do you think you should be at?
At least 95.
You think you should be higher than CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar, maybe there's an exception there, and I actually think he should be higher. But comparing me to CM Punk is like apples to a Greek.
So all this is this is a work. Oh, Kip, you fell for a work, you retard. Jesus Christ. What are you doing? Kip, what are you doing? He's all mad. Kip's all mad in the chat. He's like, Aaron, are you banning me? I'm not banning you. I mean, you're spamming the shit out of the chat. You're probably going to get banned because you're psychotic. But so far, no. So far, you're good. All right, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. Keep it going. Let's roll, baby. We're almost there. We're almost home. Knock the rest of it out. Gift a membership, a little Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. This could be a long one. I love the Law and Crime Network channel on YouTube. And I think the last time we went to these guys, it was that poor dad. The dad who had the pill bottle in his car. He wasn't intoxicated. He wasn't on any drugs. He blew a 0.0. And they still arrested him anyway because they found his prescription Adderall in his car and he missed his daughter's graduation. He's currently suing the Minnesota State Patrol, as he should, and the officer herself, as he should. I hope he wins that. A few of us did donate to his GoFundMe for his legal bills, and I hope you guys continue to do that. Yeah, I see. Kip Cass, you owe me an apology. You and I will be okay if you apologize. Kip Cass says, oh, you know what? I was thinking about Pat McAfee. God damn it. Got him. Kip Cass, you belong to me. Oh, you know what? He says, okay, I'll take the L. Now, I'm not going to be a bitch now. I'm not going to gloat. That would be shitty. He just said, okay, I'll take the L. I'm sorry. No, you know what? Now I feel bad. You know what? Kip Cass, now I feel bad. Now I feel shitty. Because I wanted to gloat and I wanted to take the W, and now Sam Show's mad at you because you made me look better now. He doesn't like that. Sam Show says you should have told him to fuck off. Hobo says, fuck that, Kip. Tell him he's fat. Do you see how many people you let down, Kip, by taking the L on that? He says, also, you're fat and gay. Yeah, see, kid's got to save face. Like, if this is pro wrestling, he lost the match to me. He's got to, hit me with a chair at the end of the match so he can get his heat back a little bit. Root says, Kip is a whole bitch for apologizing to this dipshit. Oh, no. Poor Kip. That's why, like I said, I didn't want to go too hard on Kip because I knew he was going to eat shit from everybody else. Oh, poor guy. You know what? Gift a membership and all is forgiven. So this next one we have is a woman who she killed her husband because they were shit hammered on a golf course or on a golf cart at a ritzy golf course. So they're this middle-aged yuppie couple who got lit on a fancy golf course and she killed him. Let's go ahead and play this one for you. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, and finish up and give us a perfect Monday. I appreciate you.
A short time later, the man is dead and 2 people are in custody.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner.
We're going to go a little faster here.
How does a relaxing day of golf end in death? Well, police say...
You never been fucking golfing before? Are you kidding me? There are some days where I'm like, I could break 90 today. I could finally break 90. And then I have like a snowman. I do like an 8 on a par 5. I definitely thought, yeah, I should just kill myself at this point. It's over. How could a day at the golf course end in death? I don't know. It's a normal day of golf. You know how many times I've almost beheaded and been beheaded on a golf course because I wanted to chuck my club because I went from the sand trap to the water? Easy. This is a lady who's never been golfing.
There was a major factor, something that's often considered as a part of the game. It's June 28, 2025. We're in Port St. Lucie, Florida, at the Astor Creek Golf Club. Cynthia Mackin and her husband traveled from Georgia to play in the club's golf tournament. The couple just finished.
That course looks nice, but it doesn't look crazy difficult because it seems pretty wide open.
Their 9th hole, and we're heading toward the 10th. Cynthia was the driver, and her husband was her passenger.
Mistake!
But he didn't ride shotgun. Instead, he hopped on the back of the golf cart standing up. When
Cynthia that's a common mistake. So old shit-hammered decided he would be younger and cooler than he was, and he would ride on the back of the golf cart where the bags were, and old drunkie was driving, and she ran over like an irrigation pump, and then... Isn't that how John Elway's buddy died? Remember a couple of years ago, John Elway and his buddy were riding around on a golf cart at a golf course, and they were hammered, and Elway's buddy fell off and died? Apparently, this is a common cause of death for dipshit drunk yuppies.
To turn, her husband lost his grip, falling off of the cart and striking his head on the concrete sidewalk.
Come on, Dan.
That's a hell of a way to go.
Man, back up, give him some room, okay? I know.
Dan, what's going on, buddy?
He fell off the golf cart. He fell off the cart.
It's okay. This is my car. Out of the way so rescue has more room. Dan.
They're going to take care of him, okay?
Ma'am, look, listen, ma'am, listen to me. I know this is all your fault and you feel terrible, but you need to back up. It's just terrible bedside manner from these cops. Look, I know right now you're probably thinking you're responsible. We're kind of thinking it too, but we'll get to that later. You need to give us some room to work because your husband might be dead. What? Get her out of here.
Okay, so just so you know, I'm the wife.
Fall off. Yes. Get on the back because I was coming through another course. And I said, get on the back. His bump, bounce off.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, they're just working on him there on the ground. They got the towels because he's probably bleeding like crazy. Oh, no. Is he already gone? Because she's not freaking out, and none of these guys are really freaking out, so I feel like they're kind of assuming that he's going to be okay, that he just hit his head and he's out.
Driver of the golf cart. But she says this wasn't intentional.
He was on the back of the cart. I'm the wife. I was driving.
You were driving. Was anybody on the passenger seat?
No.
No?
Nope.
Okay. And he was standing, holding on to the top portion?
He was standing. You guys saw. He was like this. Fell back.
No swerving.
No swerving.
Ma'am, what's your husband's net worth, and do the two of you have a prenuptial agreement, and how was the marriage doing?
Nothing. We
You
were
guys
going
are traveling
straight.
this way?
We were traveling this way.
This way?
This way.
Okay.
Oh, we were going this way? Okay, this way.
Okay. Were you leaving the community center here?
We were just leaving to play the next hole.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And I'm his wife. He is in, which he was not accepting that. And he fell backwards.
So they all seem like they don't seem too phased. They must feel like their husband, their buddy's going to be okay.
I didn't stop. I didn't make him fall off. He fell backwards.
See, now, like, if I'm a cop, that looks suspect to me. She's going out of her way to explain, it's not my fault. I didn't mean to do it. He was fucking around. He fell backwards. Like, ma'am. Nobody here thought you masterminded a drunken golf cart death of your husband. Stop talking. By the way, is my lost interest here tonight? That's the advice he would give this woman. Don't talk to the police.
It's going to be a bit bored. They always got to get them stabilized
I know.
before they
I know.
so there's no rush to
So I've
get
been a
up
nurse
there.
for 30 years.
Yeah.
I was in the ER for 18 years in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I know how. I've
Oh,
never gone through
I'm
this.
sure
I've never
in
gone
Charlotte.
through this. Though. Yeah.
Oh, did you see she was wobbling there? She's a little fucked up, too.
Differently.
By the way, that'll sober you up, though. You're playing a round of golf and you're all hammered, and then all of a sudden you just hear a guy thunk his head on the sidewalk falling off the cart. That's that moment where you kind of have that whoosh, where even though you're drunk, you can kind of snap out of it for a second and be quasi-sober.
Drives me nuts. So.
I've been up to Charlotte a couple times now. I got a brother-in-law that's up there in Navy.
Yeah, Charlotte's great. I miss it. So we don't even live here. We came for this tournament. We live in Georgia, Greensboro, Georgia, which is. So I don't even know. I didn't put on brakes fast. I just was driving and he fell backwards.
Stop talking. Stop. You're telling them too much. You're saying too many words. There's no reason. You're nervous talking.
And we're supposed to fly home tomorrow.
You guys are snowbirds?
Yeah.
You just visiting?
So
We're going to skip around a little here.
Yep. So sucks. I should have never let him stand on the bike. It was raining.
What can you say? Men, you know?
Men,
we do dumb
them to do We can't, and my husband is the most stubborn. He is the most
Oh, calm down. I think in like 15 minutes when they tell you what happened, I think you're going to regret shitting on him like this. One of the last things I said while he was still barely breathing was, he's a stubborn son of a bitch. Nice things. We're only going to say nice things right now. Your husband's lying there with a broke neck on the sidewalk, not conscious. Let's say sweet. Although, I'm not his wife, so I can say that it's fucking retarded thing to do. To stand up on the back of a golf cart drunk when somebody's flooring it. First of all, he's lucky a guy wasn't driving. Because if one of your buddies is driving, they're purposely trying to get you to fall off.
guy, the most stubborn man I know. He doesn't, and I know, and see, if I was in Charlotte, this shit would not happen because I know everybody, all my trauma surgeons, all my doctors, everybody. Huh?
So your phone every day?
I don't know.
My crash
Here we go.
According to the police report, officers suspected Cynthia might have been under the influence. This is what the report
No
says.
shit.
I spoke with Cynthia Mackin and completed a crash investigation. During my crash investigation, I noticed she appeared to be struggling to balance at times. She had watery eyes, an odor of alcohol coming from her breath.
Fucking golf course. Yeah, she's been pounding White Claws all morning. Plus, we watched her. She was swaying. She was tilting.
Eyelids were droopy, and at times she slurred and stumbled while speaking. Based on my observations, I had a well-founded fear that she was under the influence of drugs or alcohol, or both.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. If you're drunk, can you drive a golf cart drunk legally on a golf course? It is private property. It's not a roadway. But if you're operating it while drunk and someone dies, oh shit, she might actually be in some trouble here.
Where are they taking him?
He's going to take him to Longwood.
I don't even know where that's
We'll get you all that information. And where's your?
Hopefully they take you.
We'll get you if we have to. I'll have one of the officers take you up there.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Because I don't even know where am I. I mean, serious. We came with them.
Mm-hmm. I understand. It's okay. Just relax. If you want to go sit down in one of the golf carts, just not that golf cart because
it's crime
they have
scene.
to take pictures and stuff. So that's.
This is crazy.
I understand. I definitely understand. So.
What a great vacation.
Is this the start or the
I
end?
don't want to move to Florida.
It's going to be the end. She just doesn't know it yet.
I want to move to Florida. My daughter lives in St. Augustine.
Okay.
Oh God.
How much did he have to drink?
Just say a little bit. Don't sell him down the river and be like, oh, he just pounds whiskey all day when he's on the golf course. He's a drunk son of a bitch.
He's just been drinking beer, but not a lot of water.
Okay.
But like I said, I told
When did you
him
guys start this tournament?
at 12.
You guys been golfing since 12?
1.
1?
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
It is
It's taking forever. It's taking
5:45.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, if you're golfing with 4 people and you're doing 18. Oh, but they were only on the 9th. They were going on to the 10th hole and they're 4 hours in. Guys, let's fucking move a little bit here. Jeez. Oh, I'd be so frustrated playing behind them. If you're the group behind them and you see that guy conk his head on the sidewalk and you don't know just how serious it is, you're like, oh, fucking thank God we can play ahead of him.
How hot it is out here, no wonder. Yeah.
I try to get my husband to drink water.
Yeah, we met.
Oh.
Okay.
She was saying the N-word.
Golfer, in efforts to stick up for Cynthia, finds himself in handcuffs.
She could have been already there, and you could have given this to her there.
The lady has no idea what she's saying.
Can you guys go over there?
No, I can stay right here.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. White guys with money on a golf course thinking they can talk to cops however they want. If they're questioning her and talking to her and you get in the way of that, that could be obstruction.
Do you have a rangefinder? Measure the 25 feet, please.
25 feet?
Yes, Halo law says 25 feet from you have to obstruct our investigation.
And if it's not, I'll step back.
All you're doing is distracting her. You're not helping her.
You're not helping her? This. She wants to go see her husband.
Did we tell her to do that, or did we tell him to do that?
Tell her to do what? Drive the golf cart?
Did we make this accident happen?
No.
Okay, then why are you
You're also making this happen.
Why are we?
Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Do not say a word.
That's actually really smart. Like that guy. Honestly, she should have shut the fuck up a long time ago. Like, just, I want to go see my husband. I don't have anything to say to you without a lawyer present. That's what you say. She's fucked up. She was operating a motor vehicle. Her husband fell off the back and he might be dead. Yeah, you shouldn't be volunteering all this info to cops.
You guys are doing great. Hey, film this.
We have it on body cam.
Yeah, it's like we all have body cams, dude. We killed a black guy in Minneapolis. They don't let us not wear body cams anymore.
Let me grab your cup. Go ahead and place him on arrest, please.
I mean, this.
Okay, you want his cup?
I'm sorry?
Do you want his cup?
I don't want anything from you.
I don't want to touch you. I don't want to talk to you. Here you go. Thank you.
This is...
Okay. Just let us know our job.
37-year-old Justice Logan Morrison.
Oh, God, he was fucked up. All these guys. No wonder it was taking him 5 hours to get through the front 9. They were all toasted.
Yep, the former Major League Baseball player was arrested for obstruction.
Wait, what? What was that name? One more time? I probably know who that is.
37-year-old Justice Logan Morrison. Yep, the former...
No idea who the fuck Justice Logan Morrison is.
Major League Baseball player was arrested for obstruction.
Get this camera out.
Baseball players can fucking drink, by the way.
Film this.
Except me. I'm the only one who can't.
This is insane. Insane. I actually didn't get a 25-foot halo warning like I was supposed to get.
This guy's been arrested before.
Hey, Jeff was wondering, so he's not stuck here? Do you want him to, is he able to take your keys and do you want him to take your items?
Yeah, that's fine.
So they're,
but I don't know where my keys are. I think he might.
I believe they're in your hat.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want him to go give all your belongings? Yeah. But do you want to keep your wallet, to bring your wallet with you?
I don't know. I don't know how this works. It's my first time.
Okay.
Professional baseball player, first time getting arrested. That's kind of a win. Good for him.
I would say just bring your wallet. I'd say bring your wallet up to the jail, but give the keys and the rest of their stuff to Jeff. Okay.
But he wasn't the only one arrested. Literally, as he was put in cuffs and the back of a police car, Cynthia was walking away in cuffs. That came after police say she failed her field sobriety test.
Yeah. So even if you're on private property at a golf course, you can't be driving a golf cart truck. Boy, we're all breaking the law then. Fuck. Or I guess maybe because it was on a sidewalk, perhaps.
Either, but everyone more often forget. When you do, I won't forget about. So take it up off the ground. Go out there, you just look down at the tip of your toe and count out loud. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. So high, does that make sense? Make sure you keep your arms down by your side.
I do think these are bullshit though. Like they're just designed for you to fail them, and they can say, "Oh, we saw something." Basically, if they're giving you a field sobriety test, you're getting arrested.
That's hard. I'm sorry. Okay.
She's swaying as she's swaying back and forth. She's failing this badly. Oh, honey. Yeah, you know what? Let's call it. Just tap out. She overtalks too. When she's nervous, she talks way too much and over-explains shit. That's a good way to get arrested.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
She's not gonna not say a word. She's gonna talk the whole time.
I need to get my phone. I need to get all my. Why Why are you guys doing this for?
Where am I?
No, I'm not.
Do you have anything on you or no?
No, I have nothing. I need to get my
It is a shitty look. Like, her husband's in a lot of trouble, and he's going to the hospital, and they're locking her up. That is kind of a bullshit deal.
Can I get my shoes? My
Hey,
Yes, where's my socks?
No, hello.
Okay, I
Can you just put her down?
Let's keep.
I'm taking my car right here. Can you just put her down?
Let's see back here on this carpet.
Can I get my glasses?
I'm
Yeah, we'll
And I need my phone.
I think it's recording.
I need my phone. Where?
Wealthy white women getting arrested. They think they're going to a Holiday Inn. They're like, I need this and I need this. I need you guys to pack me an overnight bag. I need to make sure I have all my deodorants. It's like, hey, believe it or not, they have it at the jail.
Nothing else.
I know, but we gotta check.
I
Just
know.
lean against my car right here.
Something better to do.
Something like that, okay?
I'm about to
You want
shut my
gloves?
mouth. Get my glasses.
Look at the.
We're just going to skip around a bit.
And can someone please get my...
What do you think? Like, outside of the DUI, do you think she gets arrested? Do you think they charge her for the husband's death? I mean, if she's operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated and they arrest her for that, the death, vehicular manslaughter?
Will you submit to a breath sample?
No.
Okay.
Hey, look at her not submitting to the breath sample. Good for her. I mean, you're already under arrest. Fuck it.
I know. It's okay. Nope. Please tell me.
They're not gonna go see him, and they're not gonna let you see him right now, anyways,
Why?
because they're working on him.
So I need to know why.
He's injured.
Well, I understand that because he fell backwards.
Exactly. So they're not gonna let you go see him until they're done. They're not done yet. Yeah.
I need this. This is ridiculous.
Thank you.
At the police station, she ultimately changed her tune and agreed to a breath test while anxiously waiting for news about her husband's condition.
Found this. On vacation. See you in the show. My husband's
We're going to do the first one, all right? I guess we want to use breath.
Yep.
Yep, ready? Go. Keep going, keep going. You got to do it one more time.
That is the worst. If you ever had to do a breathalyzer and you fuck it up, really does make you feel like you're a retard who can't follow simple instructions. I've never failed a breathalyzer. Always been zeros. I've just been a shitty driver. Some of the cops can't believe it. Like one time I fell asleep at the wheel and I sideswiped somebody who was parked. There's nobody in the car. And when they got there to tow the car and the police came, they breathalyzed me. And it was, I hadn't had anything to drink that whole day. And it was zero. And the cop was kind of like, really? Zero? Like, yep, just fucking retarded.
I know. I've done this on people before.
I've done this before. That's always a good answer. Oh, yeah, I've done this a million times. It's the last time you're going to be putting your mouth on anything like that for a while. We got bad news about your husband.
I got to do two.
Wait, what did she say? 0.22?
Two.
You got one more. Yeah.
I got to do two.
Oh, she said I had to do two.
Last time.
Okay.
Oh, she has to do a second one. Okay. Don't blow too hard at first. That's the biggest problem.
Okay.
Come on, we want to know. By the way, you don't look sober when you're trying to lean in and see what the number is because you have no idea what it's going to be. Uh-oh. Come on, give us the number. Fuck, are they running this thing on MS-DOS? I want to know what the bitch blew. They're running this on an old 386 IBM.
The police report states Cynthia did admit to 2 vodka lemonades while they were golfing. Officials say her BAC was .09, which is just...
Oh, well, that's 2 vodka lemonades. I mean, good-sized golf course vodka lemonades. .09 is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Lemonades while they were golfing. Officials say her BAC was .09, which is just a tick greater than the legal limit. So she was charged with DUI and taken to jail. Both Cynthia Mackin and Justice Morrison were held on a $500 bond, which they both posted and were released from custody. But more devastating news came out. Cynthia's husband passed away from his injuries at the hospital. His obituary was emotional to read. It says in part, quote, Daniel Mackin, beloved husband, father, grandfather, and friend, passed away peacefully on June 28, 2025.
Not that peacefully. He whacked his head on the concrete. And then, like, it really does highlight the danger of, like, this is why I try to stay out of bar fights or anything like that, because you can punch someone one time and they go out. Let's say you landed on the button and they go out and they go back and they hit their head on something and they fucking die. I mean, this happened many times before. You're going to prison.
For his warm smile and joyful spirit, Dan never met a stranger. His kindness and easygoing nature drew people to him wherever he went. He had a deep love for golf and could often...
Yeah, the pavement, I hear, loved him.
Be found on the course, sharing stories and laughter with friends old and new. Whether lending a hand at charity events or simply being there for those in need, Dan lived a life of generosity and purpose. He truly had a heart for helping others. Dan was a man who loved deeply.
Did she go to jail?
The love of his life and his true soulmate.
Did she get charged with his death? That would be kind of classless.
From the start. Their bond was built on admiration, laughter, and enduring love. A love that brought him peace and completeness. Cynthia Mackin's charges were never upgraded following her husband's death.
Okay, good.
It was actually the opposite. According to paperwork filed on February 17th of this year, Cynthia's DUI charge was dismissed.
Okay, good. Yeah, there's really no reason. I mean, she's going to live with the hell of what happened forever. There's really no reason to add a charge. And it's kind of nice that they killed the charge dropped the DUI even as well. All right, guys. It looks like we have to
drop.
Hey,
the
what the fuck? I don't want to hear myself. My show fucking sucks. Knock it off. Wow, 283 of you checking out the toe right now. They're all here to watch the rally segment. Well, guys, I took 70 off because of how well we did this morning, and I gave the rest. And I guess there's still 20 in the bank, and then I gave the rest to the morning show tomorrow. I kind of thought this would be an easy win tonight. I'm kind of embarrassed that we're 50 away, but a couple of you drop in a 20. We'll use the 20 in the bank, and we'll call it a win for the toe. What do you say? Let's go to Erica. Let's fire it up, and let's get ourselves a win for the toe. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, and Rumble Rants. T. Jefferson says, killed the charge. Poor choice of words. Oh, Dirty Pointer says Logan Morrison played for the Twins. Justice Logan Morrison. No, I remember Logan Morrison. I didn't know his name was Justice Logan Morrison. That's a fucking goofy name. All right, let's go. Let's hit that $50 and call it a win for the toe. Papa Shop says, does your greed know no bounds? Hey, when you guys do really well, I still make the morning show do their thing. It's only fair. I don't give them grace for your guys' successes or yours. You're the best. All right, let's do it. And honestly, if I was gonna not be greedy, I just would have not done a show tonight. And just said, got the money in my back pocket. Let's call it a win. All right, guys, let's throw in a couple memberships. $50 away. It would be embarrassing to take an L after how much we crushed this morning. So let's do it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. We literally just need a couple of you. We just need a couple of you. Hobo with $1. He hopes I get diabetes and my feet rot off. I love you too, Hobo. I wish you could just admit your gay feelings you have instead of being a closet case. Get after it. Let's get ourselves a win. Not 10 membership. 6 memberships, and we'll call it a win for the toe. Come on, guys. Honeybee's photo tries to go, we are the morning show. Taste Fairy immediately goes, not me, F the morning show. Told you it's different. All right, guys, let's do it. We've made a whopping $50 tonight. Oh, boy. Come on, knock it out. Let's call it a dub. Let's get ourselves a victory tonight. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. It's embarrassing. Hobo says, I have gay feelings for you, like Pulse nightclub feelings. Well, you know that guy was a super closet case, right? Exactly. Thank you very much to Chinese Jello Baby for the gifted membership. All right, I'm going to use the bank that's left. We're 25 away. Somebody drop 5 memberships on us and give us a W. We've got our last song here. 25 away from a win. We are straining credulity to try and call this a W, and there is still an L as a possibility. 5 gifted memberships. $25 away. A bunch of you throwing in 5. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's get this last 25 handled and end my embarrassment of an evening show after the complete opposite of a morning show. Thank you so much, Chinese Jello Baby, for the gifted membership. That means a ton. But we need to get put out of our misery here. Thank you to Chinese Jello Baby for another gifted membership. All right, $20 away. Put this thing away. Let's call it. $20. A few more memberships, and let's call it a win. Let's go, baby. Oh, man, we even used that $20 bank that we had, and now we're 20 away. We're pulling out all the stops to try and sneak out a W. I can't be mad at the evening show, though. They've been so crazy lately. They've been very, very good. So drop that 20 and let's end this. Let's call this a W. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. A few more and we've got this. Just a little bit more. Or you can be a bitch. I want the $20 so you're not a piece of shit. What's going on in this world that we can't just get the $20 in memberships to not be a bitch? It's not as good. It's not as good without the jacket. We're bringing the jacket in tomorrow. Vince Griswold gifting a membership. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. $1 from Kevin Soundboard says, Karmic Jacket, you promised. I said if we got the memberships before that amount of time. We didn't get it. All right, 15 away from a W. Come on. Thank you very much, Kevin Soundboard. Thank you so much, Vince Griswold. You're so kind. But guys, Jesus, let's go. I'll show you the fucking jacket if $20 comes in and we can call this a fucking win. If you throw in the 20, I'll go get the fucking jacket before I go. We can't make a shitload of money this morning and then lose at night after I give every advance. Like, I cut the goal down to like 80 when you consider the bank and the extra and everything else. We're still 15 away from $80. This is horrible. 13 seconds left. Come on. Oh, you've got to be shitting me tonight. It's 8:29. I mean, technically we have a minute, but we lost. We fucking, like, okay, let's take away the extra. Hobo says, cut your wrist. Like, dude, if we hadn't killed it this morning, like 15's not the end of the world. This is like the worst night we've ever had. Get in there and fucking finish it off. Go in there and finish it off right now. Because, like, okay, 20 and 70. That's 90. Oh, God, what would that be? We made 85 minus 20. We made 65. We made 65. Guy, finish it up. Finish it up right now. This is fucking, this is like a fail. This is a failure on a level like I should quit. And I know what you're saying. Aaron, the morning was so good. I know. Like, this is so bad, a show should be canceled. Like this, if this was television or radio and your show did this badly, they would just cancel the evening show at this point. We can't drop 3 more memberships or a 20. You know what, Aaron? It's too late. Just call it a night. Go, just finish up. You had a win today. It was massive. It was huge. And you won. Just leave it. Just walk away. You won this morning huge. You've got barely anything for a goal tomorrow morning. Just walk away and leave it. One of you, after I'm gone tonight, should be throwing a 15 Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. I'm leaving. I'm going to go. I am woefully embarrassed. Take it easy. Have a great night. This is fucking dreadful. I'm going to go to the morning show tomorrow. Believe me, I've got half a mind to take it from the morning show today, give it to the evening show just so I can call it a win. I'm not doing it. Take it easy, everybody. I'm leaving. Thanks for I'm kidding. For those of you who were very generous this evening, thank you so much. The morning was so great. It more than made up for it. I'll talk to you again tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do a better job for you.